2020. Welcome to the CranKy Ducklings Master Swan Open, the number 37. I'm your host, Steelmold. Still like the metal, mold like the thing you put the metal in so that it retains its shape when it cools down. And joining us today from Guns N' Roaches, it is redgunnerguy. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm here because I honestly thought that the Duckling Open was today, and I was planning to play. But since I'm already here, I'm like, well, can I contribute in other ways? So I'll give Mr.
sure.
Steambowl someone to talk to.
Yeah, good. It's very much appreciated. It's good. It's good that you came.
No problem.
Me casting alone is a path to madness.
Oh, trust. It is
right.
true.
We are setting up to cast Reality versus Wojtek. Let's just.
Those are awesome names, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Hold on, I'll just inform the chat that what the match is going to be, because they are 20 minutes. No, 22 minutes in the past. 20 minutes is too much of a delay.
Yeah,
ready? Yeah, go ahead.
20 minutes is the past, and like you're sending a message to Pigeon at that point.
I mean, you could. I mean, you used to see back in the day. They used to play like chess by correspondence. You know, you'd send out what move you were doing to another person, and then you had the board. You know, a board of your own.
Right.
I mean, technically, you could play StarCraft like that, but you'll need a lot of pigeons to do anything. That's a lot of data that's moving around.
A lot of ones and zeros on the back of pigeons, yes. That actually makes it a good point about chess. Like, what happens if, like, well, think about it, because you're going to be corresponding, right? What if a move arrives 2 moves in the future? Because, you know, mail gets lost or the mailman is delayed or whatever.
I mean, no, you can't really send a move until you get a move from your opponent. Because you have to wait for your opponent to move before you can make a move of your own. So if their message didn't arrive, you're just sitting there waiting.
No, correct. But if the move is, let's say,
word lag. the lag was terrible in those days.
That is true. Literally the lag. I mean, that must
for the letter to arrive.
No. But think about, like, the way you could do it is that you could set up like 200 games and play with 200 people, and then you just like send it up because you'd have like so much lag time. You could write down like the next 4 moves you have planned in advance.
I mean, what you could do technically is like play 2 grandmasters, but they think they're playing you, but what you're doing is you're mirroring what the other one is doing. So they're actually playing one another, but they're thinking they're playing with you.
I have generally considered like trying that on a computer, where you just open like 2 separate chess softwares and set it to the highest difficulty and see what happens.
And then have them play with each other.
Yeah,
right, I mean, it's taking a while to learn into this game. I'm guessing it's you know, because new maps. I hope it's new maps and not some connection issues.
I hope not.
It should be on US East.
Well, this is a big map. This is
it takes a long time to load it up. Imagine loading this map. Imagine loading this map when you're using pigeons.
Bringing over the snow. Yes, go ahead.
Welcome to Ice and or Chrome. LE. LE, just in case you were not aware, stands for linguistical emergency. Liquid emergency. So what happens when you have to come up with words for LE and you got nothing? It's a linguistical emergency.
I thought it stood for lag expansion.
I mean, if you're using pigeons, then yeah.
Yeah, it would be lag expansion like this map. Ooh.
Alright, in the northeast corner of the map, representing Team Alpha X, it is our one-time MSO champion, our Blue Protoss, Reality.
Fighting! Woo! And in the southwest, it is the Green Terran, Wojek. I'm pronouncing it wrong, aren't I?
Yeah. It's Wojtek.
It is Wojtek.
Yeah,
It's
like
the Green
void,
Terran.
like the tech of the void, Wojtek. Is he going NGB? Oh, it's an NGB block. Hold on. I
Ah.
thought for a second it was the Singapore meta. It was going NGB first. It's weird. Only Yaku does that kind of stuff.
Oh, but he loses the SCV.
Yeah,
That's-
it's a shame.
It's
But
a
it is
shame.
delaying. It is delaying a Nexus. Not sure if Reality
mean-
was going for that Nexus, but oh yeah, he actually got it in the third best location.
I mean,
I don't.
this is something
I don't
you
know.
kind
You're
of
not.
see.
You're not Zurich.
it's-
You can't really do that. it's these two bases are so separated.
Yeah. Well, this is kind of interesting, right? This is the kind of stupid thing that honestly happens when you play team games. You have to debate like who takes what base. I always feel that Protoss is taking bases slightly further away. It's not that bad because you've got a pylon and you can reinforce. You just like warp stuff in, right? Compared to like Zerg.
but then you're like, but Zerg usually goes to 3 bases quite early anyway, and you can creep connect and everything, so
That is
it's not
true.
that big of a deal. But Protoss, all the Terra needs to do is harass this base, and if you defend this base, okay, then I'll go to your main. Enjoy yourself.
Well,
And like, what
That's
if you bring a Liberator into the main and then attack the third base here? Congratulations, you just lost everything. You can't defend against both things. He's gonna get a lay on the command center. Just finishes in time.
oh, yeah, this is kind of unusual because normally you just want to get a bunker to stop this kind of nonsense from happening.
Mhm.
But done.
Yeah. Well,
This
Wojtek
is the
just
thing
about
I-
manages to.
This is the kind of
Gotta
thing
get out of
I,
here.
this is the kind of thing I feel for like Ice and Chrome because the rush distance is so far that maybe he felt he could get away without getting the bunker.
Yeah.
If this was submarine,
And
I
it
wouldn't
did.
risk it.
It did. He got away technically, by a hair, but he got away with it.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. In StarCraft, almost doesn't count.
Now Wojtek is getting a Medivac. I'm assuming it's for Widowmine drops, but the Widowmine was already exposed, so Reality should be prepared. He's getting 2 Stalkers. I think he's on the way. No, he
This is
does
kind
have
of
2
a
separate. See, this is the
Yes,
problem
go
with
ahead.
having 2 separate bases. You have. How do you defend against the Widowmine drop when it can actually go into either base and your Stalkers would like kind of split between those? They can't quickly
Oh,
move between one and another.
Oh, a fake disruptor. That's not something you see every day. What?
I think it just hallucinated the wrong unit.
This is.
And it's
I
like,
can-
something. I mean, it did get like Wojtek to respond and like evacuate the mineral line, so it's
To be fair, there was a tiny chance it could have been a real disruptor because Vortex has not been able to scout because the Reaper died,
Yeah.
the SCV was denied. If it was a real one, then you'd be in a lot of trouble.
yeah. Yeah,
Okay,
You know.
well, here's the answer to your Widowmine drop. You just lose it.
that is so nasty.
Oh, but he's still gonna get a shot.
He's gonna get one of the
Oh.
Stalkers.
If it
Oh,
had
damn.
hit either the Sentry or the Probes, there might have been like some level of success, but a single Stalker, that's just not worth it, man. Okay, but
Yeah.
Liberator gets seen by the Observer. Is anything in position? No. One
Stalker
Stalker.
comes in. Okay, there's the others.
I think they blinked right.
Yeah, I
I think
wonder
they had
if-
to have blinked.
Oh, but this is a fake out. Wojtek is moving into on the third. See, this is the problem.
This is
All
the
your
problem.
Stalkers are in the
indeed.
main base.
If there was a
down.
if there was a single shield battery here, I would say that Terran has no chance of getting anything done, but there ain't a shield
Reality
battery,
is-
so
Reality is coming in from the back. He's gonna snipe the tank.
gonna get the tank.
the bunkers are not finished yet, so the Marines are not safe from these stalkers.
I think they're just
Lay
gonna
on
forget about it and just go for worker kills. In fact, 7 workers have gone down, so it's a fairly successful pressure.
I mean, Wojtek lost some of his own. He did lose a tank. He's actually not remade the army. He's not remaking it yet. Look at the army disparity right now. And actually, this was an army without stim and without shield, combat shields.
They did have the technical gear. You know, the quartermaster wasn't in.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's still a good move. At least you're able to get on the map, put some pressure against Protoss.
This is one Kuro pylon right there in reality's production. If that pylon goes down, goodbye.
It's gonna be not only the Atos's pylon, but the Atos's GG.
Yeah.
But that's a big if. That's a big if. Can you get this? No, right. No way.
I don't think. No, it can't.
No, it
gets a
can't.
lift off on this base. So that's a nice delay.
Yep. Behind all this, reality is shooting way ahead in worker count, which will soon translate to army supply, provided the macro's on point.
Yeah, and Wojtek is compensating with mules, you know. But it does need that third base
Correct.
soon enough.
You know, the other irony is that because the third base was taken for Protoss in that odd position, it does mean that the natural is actually healthier.
Yeah,
because it has
a
been
fresh
mined.
mining base.
Yes, and it's far more secure.
I mean, yeah, because reality got away with it without being punished too harshly. Ooh, nice
Well-
pickup on the tank.
Yep, he needs to repair
Wojtek
that
manages to
though.
save it.
It's got 5 HP.
That's
Like
nothing
if-
for a tank.
It's being held together by duct tape.
Reality is responding to the bio by getting Colossus. Let's get it,
Perfectly standard.
And Templar Archive, which will be Storm, I'm assuming.
What was that? Oh, Widow Mines.
Double Widowmine drop. Now with the armory on, they do have invisibility. Oh, but the guys
Yep,
get
actually-
down.
Probably
Killing
should have just
10 workers,
left
that's
it
pretty
there. Oh, that's very good. That's the one thing I
I
won't
mean, yeah, you can leave the widow mines there because they're invisible. Now reality does have detection around, so but that would mean you'd have to bring it in time, and you're never quite sure where it is.
This is why you don't.
Storm.
This is why you don't unbound a F2A move, because like crap, then like F2 like okay, where is he? Okay, there he is. Okay, let's bring him over. Let's bring him back. Okay, we gotta push.
Yep, this time with widow mines, only one tank. Yeah, it's a bit iffy, but that's a lot of bio, a lot of marauders.
I gotta ask really, like, where were the shoe batteries?
Not here.
Not here, but the tank is a
Getting
bit too far
cannons,
back.
but yeah, the widow mines
moving
do,
the tank
do
forward.
shoot away. Storm is not finished.
No, it's not. But the one thing about this map specifically is like, look at the distance the reinforcements have to walk. Like this is the invasion of Russia all over again. The supply lines
Yeah,
are stretched too thin.
I mean, yeah, but it is a huge bulky piece of bio that's coming in. The widow mines are recharged, so reality is going to have a lot of trouble moving in on this bio force.
Well, the problem is like when you fight in Russia, nasty weather could be on the way, and
Storm is here.
Storm is here. The tank is not big, but
So far the Colossi are doing a pretty good job on their own though. But
yes, they are.
I think if Wojtek just pounced on this army right now, you could just kill it.
He loses the ghost for free. He didn't get the EMP off, right?
Back.
Okay.
Yeah, one tank is just not enough to back this army up.
The
having issues.
reinforcements.
It's just a
that's
passing
what
problem.
that's what happens when you invade Russia. It's pretty easy to get lost.
Wow, this pylon is still just. Yeah, this is another Kuro pylon. Oh no, there's two of them. There's two of them.
It's all backed up.
This is
Okay, well,
yeah, don't drop into the main is just going to end the game if Wojtek has the cojones to go for it.
You know something? I think that if you actually do drop to the base, you should snipe the Nexus first to prevent a recall, and then kill the pylon.
No, you actually maybe want a recall, because then you pack up all your medivacs and you have time to get away and go to another base. And you won't get, defended. It won't get defended because they've already used the recall. If you're going for drops, you gotta be nimble about it. It's kind of a requirement for it to work. Oh, the Zealots are going to catch the army moving out. I mean, the army is going to catch the Zealots moving out as well, but...
Yep.
More important for reality is going to know it's coming. Storm, where
the Disruptor shot! Oh, that's a great shot.
That Disruptor shot was amazing.
And it took out like one of the... It took out a couple of the ghosts, and those EMPs are absolutely critical. The counter damage, the counter splash is critical. Oh, the Terran army is backed up against the wall. It's getting fried and chopped up during the retreat, and it's just a terrible trade for Wojak.
A horrible trade.
Okay, there's a drop coming into the next base, but I don't think it's gonna get enough done to justify the insane losses.
I mean, 7 workers is pretty big. Oh, reality is losing workers in his third base. Another Widow Mine drop.
Yeah, but I don't see a way for Wojak to save his third base.
Yeah, Wojak is going to have to evacuate this. He might even lose the orbital if it's focused? Question mark? No. That Disruptor has 14 kills, by the way.
Oh man. Do they give medals to robots?
I don't think so. Oh, but here comes the storm. It's just going to kill SCVs. This is the first storm of the game.
Where's the warp prison? Is there no warp?
Reality didn't even need storm to get all the way here.
Oh wait, there's no warp prison. So this army is not being reinforced then.
And he's actually getting cleaned up. This was his dire Porthos army. Reality overextended. He killed a lot of SCVs, most of Wojtek's income, but his third is cleaned up. And his fourth is up and running, so he's got that. But he's going to need to defend a counterattack.
Yeah, I think Vortex has like this one chance, and he is moving out across the map to, but he would need to kill 30 workers to even the game, you know.
I mean, it's enough that maybe if he kills the fourth base there, it should be okay. But reality should have enough to at least defend this, because Wojtek did not bring the lot.
No, he did. No EMP, which is quite curious. Maybe saving it, maybe doesn't have the energy. Oh, but I think there's just too much Protoss, right? Oh, here comes another Disruptor.
Okay, that could have been so much worse.
Yeah, but just the fact that he was forced to micro means that the rest of the army
just finished, but plus 3 weapons just finished for Wojtek, but it's after the fight is already over. Widow Mine shot, they're doing some damage, but it's just shield damage on these stalkers.
Yeah, they're still alive. Fortunately or unfortunately, depending on who you ask. But this worker count, he's so far behind, like, sooner rather than later, Protoss is going to be able to resupply, remax, and then trade efficiently and still win.
Yeah, well, reality is already back up in army supply. He had enough time. I mean, Wojtek, he killed all of reality's army, but it just was not in a position to retaliate quickly enough. Again, because of the size of the map. He had to waddle all the way across the map to just do some damage, and just barely. He actually lost all of his army there. It might have been better just to stay at home and try and macro up and maybe double expand and try to bunker while reality is trying to rebuild an army. Instead of losing all of your Bioforce like that, but Wojtek is definitely.
It was hard to say, because after all the Colossus were killed, I mean, there was a window that the Bio army would have theoretically beaten just Gateway, but by that time, like, one Disruptor came out, and if the Disruptor wasn't there was a chance that the Bio wouldn't have needed to micro, and there was a chance he would have been able to break through.
I think reality had enough Zealots and Stalkers, and Wojtek didn't bring all of his army.
So careful
it's a tough position. And this is going to be another evacuation of the third base.
Oh. Yep. I mean, it's 125 to any army supply. I don't know how Vortex holds, let alone wins the game, to be honest.
I mean, he does have a fourth base set up already, so he can move the workers there, but he's been far behind on economy for a really long time, for the past 5 minutes.
Yeah. Oh. It's really like, at this point with the army on hold position, it really looks like bowling, you know? Because the pins don't move. And... Oh, hit one. It looks like my bowling.
One marauder. Okay, there are 3 ghosts here for the EMPs. Did he get the EMP upgrade?
No.
Weird.
Probably forgot about it.
Oh, the ghost! Do something! Ghosts, please!
Just dying. They're all dead. They are literally ghosts.
They did get 1 EMP off, but that's not going to be enough. You might. I mean, there's a lot of stalkers, marauders here still. And stalkers don't do well against them.
It's true, but once the next warp pit is done, be it zealots and
there you go. There it is. Oh. That was hard fought by Wojtek. Yeah, Reality is a pretty hype player. You know, is a once MSO champion. I think he was the last MSO champion of 2019. That's when he got his first championship, and he's the runner-up from last week.
I mean, to win an MSO or to even be the runner-up is quite an achievement in and of itself, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now Wojtek is the 2-time Duckling Open champion. He was a runner-up as well in an SDO. And he recently got promoted to Masters, therefore disqualifying from SDO and moving on to Master Swan Open. So he's definitely the underdog here. He's gotta prove himself against a stacked bracket. The stacked bracket that we have today. We do have TheKyoJin, the current reigning SDO champion, MSO champion. We have Voltacus. We have StarDuck. We have who else was a champion before? Ares is an MSO champion as well. In reality, of course. So you have like 5 or 6 MSO champions here today. And Death Aura is going to be our next map.
Awesome!
Death Aura. The aura of death.
I never actually thought of it that way. But I guess it is, given the number of units that will die over time. And
I mean, that every map is that if you go by unit kills.
But if you think about it, even just for last season, Pure Industry would have less. Because nobody plays on Pure Industry.
I'm wondering why I can't invite Reality, and that's because I already invited him and I confused him with Wojtek. There we go. We can get everyone else in.
That's me.
Later on, I'll use lobby links, which are handy. But right now, the chat is still full of people, and I don't want to.
Okay.
Looks like Wojtek may have lobby bug.
That does happen.
It happens a lot. That's why it has a name. It's called the lobby bug. Thank you, Liz.
Don't y'all have phone?
Don't you all have phones? He said that. He said that like it was. He thought in his head that's like no, like that's what's going to save him. He didn't realize he was not going to be saved. He was sent on a suicide mission to tell a bunch of gamers that Diablo is going to be on a phone. No.
No, it didn't.
All right, both players are ready.
All right.
Let's get to it. But do not forget Kuro. It's very important to remember Kuro, otherwise known as Krupp, hero of the wasteland. Krupp, savior of esports. It is Krupp. otherwise known as the 16th Squad Sanseki, otherwise known as your observer / streamer / very grumpy wake upper.
He the real MVP.
Yeah, that's why when you say there's a pylon that's powering everything, it's called Kuro. Because if that goes down,
we
you
all
got
go
nothing.
down.
Everybody goes down. All right, everyone. Welcome to Death Era. LE. LE, just in case you did not know, stands for looking everywhere. Looking everywhere. That's what you do when you get proxied, and you're gonna find out what the proxy is. Doesn't look like we're getting any proxies today, though, so... In the northwest corner of the map. Not yet proxying anything. Representing Alpha X, the one-time MSO champion, currently up 1 in his best of 3 series. Our Blue Protoss is not fake. He is reality.
And on the other side, in the southeast corner, down the map, and I hope that we'll be able to bring it back, give us a game 3. It is Wojcio. Oh, he's actually going for the High God block. I mean, this is something that TheKyoJin devoted an entire article to.
Yeah.
Basically, the idea of you do the inefficient in order to deny information, because now Protoss is not going to have any scouting until the observer gets here.
Yeah.
And
Which
it doesn't...
kind of puts them on edge. They don't know if it's a 2RX. They don't know if it's a classic 111. They have no idea what's going on.
It could be a CC for all he knows, but yeah, there's absolutely nothing. And interesting, not going for a Reaper, just going Marine first. I guess he really wanted to keep the probe out.
Mm-hmm.
Then going for a Reaper. Okay, so it's actually just a macro build, but it's just meant to scare the Protoss.
Yeah. It's meant to deny information and be annoying. It's a factory as well. So, yeah, a very clean 111. Nothing to shenanigans, but it's a mind game. It's a point of mind game.
Okay, looks like the SCV, the Marine Force, pays off already. You know, he's gotten his kill of the day. He's paid for himself in minerals. Reaper gonna head out. And what is Protoss doing in the meantime? Nothing as of yet.
Update.
Yes.
StarDuck, the Duck of the Stars, and former MSO champion, has won 2-1 versus Ares, another former MSO champion, and is already waiting for the winner of this very match we are casting here today, right now.
Okay.
So we have versus. The item does get in. Let's see if finishes the shade in.
Can he cancel the SCV?
No.
Oh, it's so funny. Like all the other.
Reality just doesn't have any luck with denying command centers for finishing.
Well,
I think this is the same adept from the previous game. Like it's been reincarnated and like not again. Damn it.
Probably because like in the lore, the Protosses, like when they die, they're supposed to be recalled to.
Yeah, they don't actually die.
Yeah, it's called like recall to Aya. You know what's so funny? Like when all the SCVs came off the line to try and finish the command set, it really made me think. Wait, do you get a bonus for finishing the building? Because that's the only reason like all the workers would rush to the building, you know, canonically.
Maybe. I suppose they don't get paid until the end of the job. Maybe. Like the project has to finish before they get paid. Or maybe it's cancelled. You know, once the building is cancelled, like a quarter of the resources go to the actual workers. Maybe that's why you have to pay some of it. So,
I don't think so, because that might be true in the Cowboy Combine where workers are supposed to have a share, but here they might just be like employees paid, you know, 5 minerals per month, maybe another 15 with hazard pay, given that there's a Protoss on the other side of the map trying to kill you.
I mean, there's also probably. I mean, I want to say insurance, but then again, who the fuck would insure NCVs? It's the worst job to insure.
Somebody desperate enough, I guess.
The insurance must be higher than the salary. Light is informing me that only one base was taken in 3 games between StarDuck and Ares. StarDuck is all cheesy self. He was super impressed by the new Max Packs build, the Proxy Tempest one.
Oh, that should be an entertaining game. But this drop is not going to get anything done. Are the Hellions
Yeah.
going to be able to... Oh, the Hellions are not going to the worker line.
Yeah, they're just standing outside there. They could have had a nice opportunity here. They could
The
get some
Stalkers are
damage,
already
but
here.
yeah, it could have been way worse for reality.
I mean, no matter how good or bad something is, there's always like the what could have been.
This conga line of stalkers here, gonna march across the map.
In neat and orderly fashion.
Oh, they got split.
Yeah, it's like, you know what? No, we're tired of you guys. We're gonna get our own line. Oh,
And they
he's
gotta
got
blink
it.
to catch up. He's gonna blink into the main base.
What does Wojcio have? He ain't got nothing. There's nothing in the main.
Yeah, but
There
it kind of
is
sees the stalkers waddling there. It doesn't have enough to even react to this.
He could. I think it's gonna deny.
Oh, the
both
Widowmine's
them
gone out!
and
Widowmine's gone out!
Wojcio.
I mean, if you get some miracle connections here. Oh, he's gonna
They
kill
got
the
it
wolf.
now.
Gonna kill the wolf. It's some pretty good shots, but it's not going to be enough. I don't think so. If there were more Marauders, Wojtek would have had a chance, but yeah, no, this
doesn't,
really
yeah.
devastating. 27 SDVs go down.
It's very curious that Wojtek never got like a tank or a Raven, like the standard things you get in this kind of
I mean,
build.
he got I mean, he wanted to go for the Widow Mines again. Yes, so he got the reactor on the factory.
Yeah, but that build meant that. I mean, Widow Mines aren't particularly good against Stalkers because Stalkers are just gonna hop around the mines.
Yeah.
He's got to get this CC
Yeah.
too.
And also because they're large, the stalkers, so the area of effect isn't really doing that much damage. And basically, a Widowmine shot will only take out the shields of the
Won't even kill
stalker.
it.
Yeah, they won't
Okay,
kill
here
it.
comes the last hurrah, the workers.
Yeah, this
workers-
is why they don't get paid hazard pay because there's no one to collect it. It doesn't matter. They're going to die. It's like SCVs are. You guys get paid?
Man the rear with the gear. I don't think the Marines get paid, but it doesn't matter.
No, they're all prisoners anyway. They don't have freedom. Yes,
It's
if you have a
actually
union, Marines have like I mean they do have healthcare sometimes if you get medivacs, but that's about it. And
Yeah.
just like that, reality with a 2-0. We'll go up and face StarDuck. Now we're going to have a PvP between a cheesy bastard and just a regular bastard. Should be interesting.
I guess we're gonna cast that like right now because are we casting that right now?
Yeah. No, we're just going to set up the server. It's going to be Australia versus US.
Or the
Thank
war
you.
across the ocean?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, the workers do need a union.
They
have
do.
They do have I think they have a guild or something.
They have actually. Okay, actually, for what the only reason I know they have a union is because Heroes of the Storm.
Mm-hmm.
There's a skin for Probius. There's an SCV skin for Probius, and the flavor text said that the SCV Pilots Union, that's right, raised loud complaints when management attempted to use Protoss technology to automate their workers.
Yeah, they won't have that. No, we don't. I know, because I remember in Brood War, not in StarCraft, not even in Brood War, there was a point where you're defending Antigua, and there was like a.
Wasn't that the colonist mission?
Yeah, there was. You're defending them from the colonial fleet, because they want to have their own worker rights or something. I don't remember the lore thing exactly, but there's something about that. So they do have like worker unions and guilds and stuff.
Wait, this is StarCraft 2 or StarCraft 1 or Brood War?
No, StarCraft, before Brood War.
Oh, StarCraft 1. Okay. I remember when the campaign kicks off, you are already besieged by the Zerg, and you know, James Raider shows up, and then you join Megsk and all that. I don't remember that part though, so I guess they
Yeah,
haven't
it's just one of the missions. You have like a mission to go and defend a base somewhere, and the thing, and then that thing, and then I don't know.
That sounds like a lot of missions. We need to defend this thing from that thing. I mean, that's all of StarCraft, right? You gotta defend your base from the bugger across the map that's trying to blow you up, vaporize you, or eat you. And worse still, take your MMR.
All right, so we have an agreement on surface. I'm switching to US West. You are all my witnesses. Western United States, ping 202. Sign in triplicate form that you've witnessed it.
Yep.
Pillars of Gold, that will be our map.
Alright.
One of the things I like about our tournament is that we have maps on the bracket, so we can actually see the maps that players don't like. the maps that you never see in any other tournament where there are vetoes.
Oh man, I remember this one time I played at that Duckling Open, and it was purely an industry, and I got like TVZ. I'm like, oh, this is pretty good. I still lost 2-1, but yeah, if not, you never see TVZ on that map.
Alright, you can come into the lobby link here.
I see it, yes. Actually, it's kind of funny. I think in GSL, we never saw we never saw ZVT on purely an industry, except for the grand finals of GSL, right? Marvel against Duck.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, we never saw it because the Zergs would veto it like immediately for obvious reasons.
Yeah, everyone kind of vetoes that. They actually they prefer to play the 4-player map, the one that's unique, Obsidian, the one that's unique to to the GSL, and
well, that I think was a bit of an experiment in Africa, being a bit more edgy, but we got some interesting.
They usually have like a 4-player map. Even if there's no 4-player map in the map pool, they'll make one of their own and have that always there.
I remember GSL Atlas, TY versus Maru. I'm just looking at it like, how on earth does anyone understand what's going on? Cause that GSL, I remember like the other 4-player map Atlas was played a grand total of once.
Right, so we have here is the map called Pillars of Gold, which, as Yaku has established, is the basement of Golden Wall. These are the pillars that are holding the basis for the Golden Wall, which the Golden Wall stands. It's all very structurally sound.
Why isn't it on the roof? Because the pillars have to go up, right?
We need like domes of gold, or like arches of gold, golden arches. Arches of gold. They'll be the arches that are on top of the wall.
We could have rooftop of gold.
And then we can have and on that we can have spires of gold. And then we can have that's it. We can have just slowly build an entire building out of gold.
Isn't that called
anyway? I mean, technically, yeah. In the northeast corner of the map. Representing Fight for Justice and the land of Australia, the one-time MSO champion, our blue Protoss is StarDuck.
And at the bottom.
Hold on. Gotta give time for the quacks to go. And go.
Okay. And spotting in the southwest, rocking the Tal'Darim skins from Alpha X and the winner of our last series, it is Reality. I gotta say, I love it when one player is has a skin set and the other doesn't. It just gives that flavor, you know? Like the
Yeah,
Dayla,
no,
the Tal'Darim.
I mean, specifically the proto skins. I hate them because there's always something visually problematic, like the one skin which makes stalkers and immortals look the same. And there's the not the Tal'Darim skin. This one, all the buildings look to me like they are depowered because they're darkened. I always, if I
Yeah.
see the building just there, I'm assuming it's depowered. Even though it's shining lights and it's moving around, I still immediately in the corner of my eye see it as a depowered building. Go
It's
figure.
decided you should go and blow it up. It looks like StarDuck is doing. It's gonna go for the aggressive meta. But
Yeah,
is he gonna be
proxy
scouted?
robo,
Is
but
somebody-
reality, yeah, it is scouting around, looking everywhere, as we've established. You gotta look everywhere.
But
But at least,
given the scout timing, the robo is gonna finish and be
Mhm.
able to get a immortal out before reality can send stalkers to
it
kill it.
got it. Yeah, it's might be too late. I mean, reality is getting an immortal of his own, robotics facility of his own.
Well,
Not sure if we have
go
enough
ahead.
time. Oh, the Adepts get in. There's a stalker here, but they should be able to get a few probes.
Oh yeah, the shoe battery's not done. The thing wasn't closed in time.
Mm-hmm.
I like it now that all races have wall problems, you know? It's not just the Terrans bemoaning their supply depots like me.
I mean, yeah, technically the Terran is the only race that can actually wall off completely. Because the only race that has a door. Protoss, you have to use a doorman, which is very annoying. Or you just need to wall off completely. And Zerg it's a nightmare to wall off as a Zerg.
It's gonna lose the shoe battery. Yeah, there we go, depowered. Is it gonna lose this immortal?
I don't think so.
Nope.
Yeah, the Warp Wisdom comes in and picks it up in time. It
Is
looks like it's going to go pretty well for StarDuck. This cheese is working. Here comes the Immortal Law of Reality, though. Doesn't have a lot of backup.
a lot of got no backup. Back to no backup.
Oh,
And
nice back and forth, and no Warp
yeah, but
Wisdom either.
the stalkers are just gonna
And-
chase it and yep, gone.
A second Immortal for StarDuck is finished, and it's on the way. It's waddling across the map.
So the immortal for from reality is not even. It's only a quarter done.
Yeah.
I mean, if he depowers this pylon, and he probably will, it's gonna
Yeah.
shut down the bulk of his production. Yep, GG.
Yeah, GG is gold. StarDuck being his old cheeky self. See, the thing about StarDuck is every time we talk about like him being cheesy, then he starts playing macro, and then we talk about how much he stopped cheesing and he's starting to play macro, and then he starts cheesing again, and then we talk about how much he's playing cheese all the time, and then he starts macroing. It's
Has he done a macro cheese yet?
how does that work though?
Okay, a macro cheese is the opposite of that cheese. It's when you go for something like a super fast third nexus, or what my Singaporean player True Dragon does. He went 3cc before Starport.
That's just being super greedy.
Well, that's the opposite, right? Like if cheese is being super aggressive and trying to cannon rush and do stuff, the other end of the spectrum is macro cheese. It's being super greedy and hoping that you can either hold what your opponent has, or like YC does at Scout, like going to base and taking a hidden base somewhere else.
All right, so Everdream is going to be our next map.
It's the Protoss map. Let's go.
No, we have to remake.
We have to remake.
Yeah. I forgot to switch servers. See, I need reminders. Sorry, look, I need to be reminded. That's why I asked to be reminded.
I mean, that's fine. There was a game I made a fusion core instead of an armory.
You know.
Yeah. Oh, that was actually quite bad because that blocked by 1-1. Then they blocked by like from 1-1 going to 2-2. I'm like, wait, I did order this thing.
Okay, there we go. Now we're in Australia. Good on reality for reminding me, because reality is the one on NA, not StarDuck.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
that's called sportsmanship. That's what that is.
Wait, were we supposed to go to Eternal or? Okay, no, Everdream, correct.
You know,
No issues.
Look,
Ah.
I wouldn't put it past me to get the map and the server wrong.
I have faith in you, man.
I'm not the most talented.
But you're talented at casting, and that's what counts.
Kura is saying she once panicked and made a spawning pool instead of a spine.
Well,
this is
the
what
buttons
the
are not that far
score.
away, yeah.
Righty then, everyone. Welcome to Ever Dream LE, and if you've ever had a dream, then you know. In the southwest corner of the map, representing Team Alpha X, it is our blue Protoss. And one-time MSO champion is not fake, he is, in fact, reality.
And on the north eastern side, currently upper map, using a very aggressive proxy robo. The duck from the stars, StarDuck. From what clan is he from? FF Just?
Fight for justice.
Fight for justice. Oh man, I just realized he's a duck of the stars that fights for justice.
Yeah.
That could be the next Superman, yo.
I mean, they wanted to make a Howard the Duck movie, didn't they? Or something like that.
They made a Howard the Duck movie.
I mean, I don't mean like an old one that was crappy. I mean, a new
remake,
one.
Right.
In the new MCU.
Given the amount of money, yes.
They did put him as a cameo. I think in Guardians of the Galaxy or something.
Yeah, he was a cameo in.
Seth Green voiced him.
Yeah, he was also in Endgame. He shows up during the final battle. You know the one.
Yeah, that makes sense. No, I haven't watched it.
Right.
Yeah, I don't watch these movies in the cinema. I don't. It's not worth my time. I just wait until they come out on Netflix and I watch them then. In my own home.
Alright. I mean, I don't know. It's funny because that was the one of the very few movies I decided to watch with me and my girl, like in the cinema, simply because we knew that we would have a fanatical audience.
Yeah.
And the scream when stuff happens, I was like, okay, this is that kind of experience that you can't get at home, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, no, fair enough. It was like really hyped, and it's been a while since we had a hype movie.
That is true.
You know, for me, it just doesn't really do it. I'm not
Fair
that
enough.
interested in that. I'd rather just watch it at home.
I guess you're not much of a cinema person.
Sometimes I watch with my friends and stuff, but I don't like the crowding situation. Speaking of crowding, Reality is gonna start printing. It looks like is he going for adepts or stalkers here?
Well, Reality doesn't get in, which is nice for StarDuck. You know, you never want to get those adepts in. Yeah, there's a lot of tech out on the field.
He has four gateways and no Twilight Council. And two of these gateways are proxy.
And he's getting a Nexus behind this.
Maybe he was
Ah.
trying to go. Maybe he was thinking StarDuck would go for a cheese, so he decided to, be out on the map and be cheesy. But I don't know. So far, I don't think this is. I don't know. StarDuck is not paying attention. He's losing stalkers here.
Yeah,
Like, he
actually,
really
like,
can't afford to lose.
this army from reality, it can't break the web with the shield battery, I don't think. But
No,
yeah,
but
they
he can
have
cancel.
global-
He's gonna get a cancel on this natural.
Yep. You could
The
shade
thing
it
is,
to the bait.
I think StarDuck is more comfortable on one base anyway. I don't think StarDuck is like, thank you for making me cancel that second Nexus. Now I have an excuse to be cheesy again.
I'm like,
It's not my
yeah,
fault. I tried to play macro. Everyone saw me try to play macro,
yeah,
right?
like the
I
replay
tried to get
Nexus was there, yeah.
I tried to get a natural.
See what you made me do.
see what you made me do.
And there's nothing at home for the Oracle. Like
Yeah.
the
Oh,
Oracle,
StarDuck. We saw Kuro zoomed on it
recall.
earlier, but there's a pylon hidden behind Reality's natural mineral line.
does he know
StarDuck
about it?
pylon. I mean, he knows about it now because the Nexus finished, but he hasn't really done anything about it until now.
Yeah, and the worker just like stood there and just stared at the Nexus finishing up. Oh, okay, interesting. So
StarDuck is moving
StarDuck
out. He's going straight for that proxy location.
Yeah. I mean, you can kind of tell if you see it coming in from a weird angle, like, wait, why did you take the detour? Is there something?
How about the second one?
That's true. Then again, the second one is kind of to the side, so I really don't think it's gonna come.
finish. Charges just about to finish. Reality is gonna pounce on this Stalker Force.
Using
or
the
not.
taste toast as announcer pack. You know, it's so funny. Like when charge was done, the announcement went, "Job's done."
Yeah,
I love
it's,
that little.
that's the Warcraft thing.
It is. It's not the peon, right? It's the
Yeah,
worker.
it's
Anyway,
the
we got a
peon.
big attack.
Yeah, StarDuck in the meantime is actually
Not microwave.
he sent another Oracle into Reality's main base, and he's actually getting a lot of probes. So if he survives here, he's in a pretty decent position.
Yeah.
Reality just lost 16 probes. Might get this Nexus though. Oh, nice
the
force
force
field
field.
there. That Phoenix is real, it's not a fake one. You can lift things. StarDuck did get Stargate at the beginning of the game, but it really didn't get a chance to actually use it.
Yeah.
I mean, it got the Oracles, but I mean, actually now, technically the Oracle is the one doing the damage. It's the MVP for StarDuck.
If there was no Oracle, like, we would say that StarDuck is kind of dead, but we'll have to see how it is. Battery overcharge? Is it in range? Battery overcharge? Hello?
Not sure. More batteries are being finished, but StarDuck is out of units. He's working on some more. The Oracle is useless. Does no
here we
energy.
go.
There's the overcharge.
I don't think it's gonna be enough though, even with overcharge.
Yeah.
If overcharge,
Phoenix is helping, but reality just has too much here. He still has some stalkers. More warpings from StarDuck. He's warping in some zealots. They're not chargelets though.
nope.
Still doing enough damage, and StarDuck lost a lot, but he's still ahead in workers. He hasn't kept their natural base though.
Yeah, but the thing is that reality is on 2 base, so
Yeah.
even if he keeps this up, he's gonna be on probes a lot faster.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's any hope that StarDuck will be able to repeat his miraculous
And it
success.
looks like
You know?
reality is going to continue to push in here. Maybe that's a bit too much though. Kinda losing these zealots for nothing. But he's keeping pressure on StarDuck. No, he got the sentry as well. Which is helpful.
These are really just
Oracle-
zealots.
Oracle has 50 energy. It's enough to get a few probes, and that means a lot at this point in the game because
It is true.
reality
yes.
is so low on workers at the moment. Okay, 27 kills on that Oracle. 29, 30.
31? Oh, just runs out
Oh,
of
it's out of energy. Yeah, 9 more probes being killed. In reality, it's got 2 bases, but it's not like it can saturate any of them.
No, that's not.
okay. And StarDuck is not making probes, by the way. StarDuck is just making units.
He's like, I've had enough of this game. I should have just cheated from the beginning.
Yeah. This is why I don't get a second Nexus. Every time I get a second Nexus, it kills it. Just, you know what? I just cheese you and kill.
Yeah, this is actually quite sad because if there was one shoe battery, just a single shoe battery, I'd say that reality has some hope. But there isn't that shoe battery.
Yeah, and his Nexus has so much energy. It's kind of a shame. Can't even use it. GG is called StarDuck. He tried. We all looked at him. He tried to play macro. He tried to get a second Nexus on time. He wasn't late with it. Nothing was proxied. I mean, he proxied a pylon across the map. It's nothing. For StarDuck, that's not even cheesy. That's just, you know, just instinct. He probably got that pylon there.
That's what
he probably got it out of instinct. It's muscle memory.
I mean, that's what happens, you know, out in the stars. Pylons just go down to the back of middle lines.
Yeah, it's just a signature. It's like a spray paint for him.
It's kind of funny, like exactly like you said. Game 1 he cheeses. Game 2 is, you know what? I'm gonna play auto. I'm gonna play. Oh wait, I'm gonna get another Nexus and it's gone. And then he got another Nexus after that, and then it got blown up. And then it's like, I'm just gonna walk across. I'm just gonna walk across the map and end you. You know?
They're both, by the way, in-game chat discussing how they had no idea what was happening on that fight in StarDuck's main base. They had no idea whose units was whose, what was going on. Yeah, StarDuck is saying I had 8 probes not fighting. They just stuck in the choke. It was
yeah. True, 31 kill Oracle.
Yep. That Oracle, the MVP.
Neither player having any idea what's going on. Sounds like a lot of PvP for the last few months.
Yeah. All right. So let's see if we have
record updates.
Series. Well, all of the second rounds have begun. We have Rainforest winning. No, actually, that was a walkover over Yu-Gi-Oh! Renegade winning 2-0 versus Nameless.
Aww.
Yeah, your fellow countryman, Danyo, Danyov maybe, possibly, winning 2-0 versus Chocolate. Claire, your countryman, won versus Sneezy Dwarf and is going up against Magnath. Magnath won 2-0 versus Volticus. Magnath said at the beginning of the before the bracket was released, said he wanted to face Volticus so he can have a quick win. It was said tongue-in-cheek, but I didn't realize it was going to go 2-0. I thought Volticus was the favorite there. Volticus, the former MSO champion himself. And of course, we have StarDuck and Reality. StarDuck advancing into the semifinals. And it looks like TheKyoJin had a walkover over Rainforest. So Rainforest got a walkover, and then TheKyoJin got over. It's a walkover side of the bracket, but we do have semifinalists waiting on the next series. So we shall take a 5-minute break, and hopefully by then we shall have a series for you. Stick around. We'll show you some clips of times gone by. A duct tape. This is what it's called. Stretch your waters, hydrate your hydras, go around and drain your disruptors, and we shall be back in 5 minutes. Do not go anywhere because I will not forgive you. And we have returned. Welcome back. We are just setting up to cast our first semi-final of the day, which will be between TheKyoJin, current reigning champion, and Xellos, a new appearance in our tournaments from Ireland. TheKyoJin is from Morocco, so we are switching to EU. So you know, so we can lose everyone along the way. Oh, we can have a party. Yes, we can have party. Euro party. There we go. That's so much more comfortable. Alright, we're just waiting on.
Have I
you.
joined? Have I joined the channel?
No.
No. Okay, hold on. Let me try that again.
It's CranKy space Ducklings.
Oh, okay. I put underscore on my bad.
Hmm. It's you have a problem with Ducklings
done.
on EU because apparently it's bugged, so not everyone is in. Oh, there you go. You're in the party. Everyone is in party. Okay, let's see. First map is going to be Golden Wall, which is built on top of the golden pillars and under the golden arches. This is this entire structure of gold right here.
I mean, if you think about it, they're
Very
the
Gangnam
Cthulhu-
Style.
Yeah, they've got time, they've got the resources.
Mm-hmm.
Why wouldn't you make pillars of gold, you know?
This
Wait
game
for
reminds me
party.
of a Team Fortress 2 trade server because it'd be scrappy. Is that a pun, Yaku? Is that a pun? Is that a first-person joke that I'm too hardcore RTS to understand?
No idea, man.
Alright, we're still
I don't think he's there like at this second, you know?
okay. He said be right back.
Oh, he's right back. Perfect timing.
Okay, there we go. Let's put the players in the player positions. Everyone else in everyone else's positions.
Yep. All is
Race
right with
checks.
the world.
Race check on everybody because they're Terran now. Thank you, Blizzard, for still doing this nonsense. Okay, so Xellos is a Terran. So we get ourselves another TVP. Have we seen any Zergs today? We haven't seen any Zerg players.
No. We've only seen two series, which is the PVT to kick it off, and then the PvP afterwards. So maybe we'll see some Zergs from the other side of the bracket as we head towards the rest of the tournament, simply put.
Well, we don't have any more Zergs.
What? They're all dead?
Magnath. Well, Magnath is Magnath Zerg? Magnath is Protoss, right? My brain is not smart. Yeah, Magnath is Protoss. We had Chocolate and Nameless, and they're not.
They're dead.
They're not. They did. They did.
He's
Right,
dead,
everyone. It's dead, Jim. Welcome to the Golden Wall, the wall which is in fact golden and stands on top of the golden pillars and prevents you from getting into Platinum League. We're in the southeast corner of the map, representing Alpha X and the land of Morocco. Our blue Protoss and current reigning MSO champion is in fact TheKyoJin. It's got that stone thing that we were talking
Who's
about.
Proxy the Pylon.
Yep.
And spotting in the south west position on the other side of the Golden Wall. I hear this person is from Ireland. It is Xellos. Is this going to be the Max Packs build?
That's exactly what Kuro just typed for us. Yeah, proxy. No, she actually said proxy carrier. Because the Kyojin you know, he's known for nonsense like that. Sometimes. I mean, he's a pretty strong macro player, but he's, you know, every time he gets chased, I have to remind myself, no, he deserves it.
I'm just thinking, like, why would you proxy
Yeah.
carrier instead of Tempest? Tempest normally they go, oh, he's gonna get the Castile. Oh, this is an early victory for the TheKyoJin.
What a bastard. It's also going to give him some vision there, which is very important if you want to go with the Tempests.
Oh, it's actually kind of funny.
Oh,
because...
actually, wait, Tempest. It's going to be a gateway over here. It's not going to be.
Yeah. And I think
no,
I
Xellos,
think
Xellos did scout the base of TheKyoJin, so he knows that there's something out on the map. He's searching for it.
Yep, he's gonna find it, and as a result, he's built his base inside, so that's gonna save him the heartbreak of the cancel. And TheKyoJin actually lets the assimilator finish. I mean, you can decide to, you can decide not to. It's perfectly fine in both cases. But yeah, it looks like TheKyoJin is not gonna be able to pull a fast one. Not just yet, anyway. Do you have any thoughts on? Yes, go ahead.
Is that Robo? Oh, I thought first. I saw these two zealots standing there on the minimap, and I thought maybe the Robo was proxied as well, but no, it's at home.
At home, but that also means there's nothing at home. So this Reaper is actually going to be able to kill.
Actually, it's not a. It's
Not
killed
killed anything.
one probe so far.
Make that 2.
Yeah, 2 now.
It could have killed 4 though.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
been a
battery
good,
is done. Okay,
really good, really good control by the TheKyoJin.
yeah. Oh, he can get one more. He can get this one. Oh, is he gonna make it to the shoe battery in time? Is Probius gonna live? No, it does not. I mean,
Indeed.
Steelmold, you don't often see a Reaper kill.
Oh, zealots! They're not going to block
Slow.
the Reaper.
Oh, but the Stalker, is he gonna get it? Maybe with the grenade?
No.
No, doesn't even need the grenade. Oh wait, there's a second Stalker.
Reapers are fast bastards.
I mean, this Reaper would
trying.
technically...
He's really trying to get him.
This was the most successful escape I've seen from a Reaper gets a Protoss.
Yeah.
And with
Yeah,
that being said,
TheKyoJin
you
was
know-
trying really hard to get it. What were you saying?
no, I'm saying that Xellos is actually in a very good position because the base is set up, the tanks are on the way. He's got army. He's taken literally no losses at this point in time, and he's been able to kill
Protoss?
4 workers, get the scout.
No, you mean this? You mean the Terran?
Yeah, Xellos.
I think you said. Oh, Xellos.
Yeah, Xellos.
I think
That's
I
a-
heard Zealot, and I thought you meant Protoss. it could. Never mind. My brain it hears things and it interprets them weirdly. Could it be DTs for the TheKyoJin? Which is a nice
Went
response,
behind.
especially on
Went
this map.
behind. Went behind Dark Shrine.
Every time Dark Shrine, just anything. Went behind Dark Shrine, went ahead Dark Shrine. If exists
Yeah.
Dark Shrine, if you are Protoss, Dark Shrine. It's not a big question.
Not a bit. It's
mean,
not a big building either.
Yeah,
It
it's
kinda
not
looks
an
like a
existential
padlock.
crisis for the Protoss. If you exist, get a Dark Shrine. That's another cool
Well-
pylon here, by the way.
Yeah. Well, at least,
Everything is in that
at least
one
it's not
pylon.
like on the edge, right? Where a drop will just blow everything up and everything will go down.
It's even the shield battery is based on that one
Oh,
pylon.
what a good scan.
Yeah,
You know
Scan sees
something?
everything.
I think like this is the consequence of keeping the Reaper alive because that's normally, again, when Xellos did the Reaper, he sort of saw that okay, the pylon is here, it's behind the middle, like this is probably where the tech is gonna be,
Yeah,
and he already got a Raven up, so he is very prepared. Missile towers already down, Raven on the side.
yeah.
That-
Oh, and he's bringing the units. Is prepared for the drop. There's a cyclone in here.
even has a supply depot on the blind spot of the wall, so
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't see any way for the DTs to get any damage done like right now.
I mean, they could just turn them into Archons and just harass with them.
Archon drop against Terran.
No, it's just for harassment. No, nothing big. No, it's actually going to be Zealots. Oh, there's one Zealot and two Dark Templars.
Yep.
Steam is about to finish as well.
Yeah. There's no third base
Xellos.
for Terran. Okay, here comes the drop. There goes the warp.
This. Okay, he's concentrating the War Prism. It actually dies with two Zealots in it. Actually, with a Zealot and a Dark Templar in it. Dark Templar in it. So
the Marine
one
set
DT managed to kill 5 SCVs. His force is just going to get caught out here, but the Widow Mines, puppy, the Widow Mines.
Is he gonna get the immortal?
He's going to get the Immortal as well.
Oh, good.
That's a great catch.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's supposed to be immortal, but it lasted all of 30 seconds.
StarDuck is saying I approve this message. He approves of the Dark Templar existential situation, my philosophical position, whereas a Protoss, he should get a Dark Shrine. Pretty much no matter what.
It's always got potential, you know?
Yeah.
And they are damn cool.
Mm-hmm.
Now, but will the TheKyoJin be able to survive this attack?
It doesn't have much, and Terran has a lot. Now he's got Medivacs as well, he can steam freely. He's only got 3 Marauders here, but that Colossus. Oh, the Colossus doesn't have range, so it's gotta get real close in here. The tank is gonna prevent that. The Xellos just can't get in close enough. And the shield battery is far away and it's depleted.
Yeah.
Where
But
11 probes died in.
What did we miss?
main
Oh,
phase.
Widowmine dropped.
Widowmine dropped.
Oh, good lord. Oh, but he's not microing. The Widowmines do equal amounts of friendly fire.
Friendly fire.
Yeah.
You're just about to praise Widowmines, and then this is what they do. They betray you.
There are a reason that Marines, you know, canonically stay very far away from both the Spider and the Widowmine.
Yeah.
Smart targeting system, they said.
Now Xellos did get a third command center while this was going on. It's now being floated into position. The TheKyoJin actually opened up Golden Wall and will take a pocket base.
Oh,
nice. That's a drop here. No scan on that DT, so.
I think it doesn't really matter as long as he's keeping Protoss busy.
He just cut him in half. He cut the Marine in half.
Cyblades are
left behind. He was left behind by the medevac, and the DT just came in and slashed him in half.
Well, unfortunately, that flight. Now this Xellos is about to be blown to Kingdom, and he's gone. Okay, but yeah, Xellos is so far ahead economically. Upgrades are on the way, armory on the way. 3 bases to 2, up 20 workers, up 30 army supply, up and up. He's up
almost
in every,
double army supply.
He's up in every metric, including APM as of this second.
And also got a lot of Vikings here to kill that. Those 2 Colossi here. They don't even have range, the Colossi, so they have to be really close to it to engage the army. And the Vikings are just going to absolutely destroy them. I think they can one-shot a Colossus.
No, you need.
I think that's enough.
No, you need 14 or 13 to one-shot a Colossus, but 2-shot is fast enough. Okay, here we go. There's no stop.
It's actually gonna 3-shot the Colossi. It's just enough.
Yeah, but after that, you just land the Vikings and you shred through everything else. And
GG is gold. Xellos. Being overzealous. Now that pun will be stuck in my head.
The things we do to ourselves to keep the people entertained.
Alrighty. So Xellos, our newcomer, will be she actually hasn't dropped a map in this match in this tournament today.
So perfect run so far.
Do we have a map pool? Yeah, we don't have a special map pool this time. Usually we follow the Olemo League map pool.
I guess
So
that means the first map is assigned, and then after that it's loser pick. Or is it loser or winner pick?
Loser pick. Loser's pick.
Okay.
Usually there are two maps that are not on the map pool. Like we remove two of them, but this time it's for now we have just the regular map. So we actually is going to see Eternal Empire, which we haven't seen on SDO and MSO in a while because you know it wasn't in our map pool.
I mean, we're gonna see a lot of Eternal Empire, you know, GSL, EPT, DreamHack Summer moving forward because this is the standard of standard maps at the moment. And a popular one too.
No, I got confused for a second there. Never mind. Okay. I put you in the player position.
I would last all of 2 minutes. You could probably Walker Rush me and win.
Against the TheKyoJin, you're giving yourself a lot of credit. It can be really aggressive when he wants to.
Well, tournament life on the line. Let's see if that comes out.
I mean, I would kind of like to see the TheKyoJin versus StarDuck.
Well, we're not gonna get any more Zergs, so might as well continue the madness.
So let's go with PvP. If we're not gonna get a ZVZ, let's at least get a PvP. Oh, right, everyone. Welcome to Eternal Empire, the empire which is in fact eternal. We're in the southwest corner of the map. Representing Alpha X all the way from the land of Morocco, it is our Red Protoss, TheKyoJin.
And on the other side, seeking to contest the map and the series. Currently 1 map away from victory. From Ireland, it is Xellos, the Blue Terran. You know, Steelmold, it's so funny. Like you mentioned that this map is Eternal Empire, and it just occurred to me this map is living up to its name. It's been here 3 seasons. This is as
it's been here
eternal
for
as
3
the
seasons. Also tends to get really long macro games, so they feel eternal. It's it's living up to its name. Except it's not an empire, just eternal.
Yeah. I mean, both sides are trying to build up, you know, their little empires on the side, and these locations are geographically advantageous.
I mean, it looks like they're both trying to proxy at the moment or something. I don't know, that's just the TheKyoJin. The TheKyoJin is getting a pylon on the other side of the map.
And it's not going to be scouted, actually. Not as of yet. Xellos doing a good job searching all the areas. Oh, he's going to scout it, but... Oh, he's going to see the starport. He's going to be so prepared for this.
Oh, by the way, I mean, for that Xellos actually played in the previous MSO, where
hasn't scouted. He changed the SCV changed path.
Yeah.
Where is it?
In fact, Xellos was defeated 2-0 by Chocolate. So you know, so we see Xellos getting their revenge today on Chocolate.
Wait, there's a pilot. It's gonna be a fleet beacon rush of some. Do you think it's gonna be fleet beacon, or do you think it's gonna be
Void Ray?
Void Ray. Yeah. Or Void Ray into fleet beacon. Or just Void Ray.
Could be, but I think you'll need another base for the for another free beacon because you gotta have more gases.
I guess if you go Void Ray. I mean, now Xellos scouts and sees that, okay, something is up, but I don't think he's remotely prepared for this build. For this insanity, if you will.
StarDuck is crying, please don't remove Golden Wall from the map pool. Yep,
It's a
you
shiny
would
map,
like
but-
that map. You would like that map.
Where the Marines go? Oh,
Christ,
there they are.
chaos.
Oh, they're not in the bunker.
Yeah, there's no bunker here. There's not a lot of anti-air. The
Yeah, the
cyclone
Marine-
just started. Oh, you have to get out of
Oh,
the bunker, you know,
yeah.
defend.
Starport.
It's going to delay the starport as well, so no Vikings. This one Void Ray is just doing so much damage. Didn't even need the shield battery at all.
Yeah, the Reaper's gonna come home and then look cool as everything else burns down around him.
It's a second Void Ray. Oh no. Yeah, like I said, the TheKyoJin can be cheesy and aggressive when he wants to.
Yeah, down the map. Does he have enough space to run away?
Doesn't even escape the lock-on.
Oh, but he gets the Void Ray.
Yeah.
It's a big off. Wait, did the Cyclone die? No, it's alive here.
No, the second is still alive. It
Okay,
escaped
but is
quite far.
is 6 workers enough? I don't think so. But that being said, the TheKyoJin is gonna press the attack.
I mean, it's
Ray-
containing him on one base here, so and this isn't over at all.
Oh no. Okay, another lock on.
Yeah, this time he's going to escape it.
Oh,
But this Void Ray
other
just
Void
taking
Rays.
3 damage.
Yeah,
Yeah,
is it gonna
a
be
bit
too
of a-
very? It does.
A bit of a miscontrol here by the TheKyoJin.
Yeah, like every Void Ray is so important. It's so much minerals and gas invested into a unit that it's kind of a meme, and this is a prime example why. Every second that goes by is good for Xellos though. Backfield accelerators, more
Yeah.
cyclones, more Vikings.
Yeah. So,
the two
the
bases-
TheKyoJin had a window of opportunity to do a lot of damage and prevent the defense, but Xellos is just getting enough to defend.
Yeah, I think TheKyoJin honestly should have just gunned down the tech lab, because after you kill the tech lab, there are no cyclones after that.
Mhm.
And if the other side,
I mean,
pulls
it didn't really have the chance enough to. You gotta open up that opportunity. You gotta make sure that you lower the marine count. You gotta get rid of the cyclone really quickly. But the TheKyoJin just lost a Void Ray for nothing at the beginning. Just by
Yeah.
not avoiding the... And he could just... If he would have taken the Void Ray a little bit farther, he would have gotten out of range of that lock-on and would have saved it. And would have had so much more firepower.
Oh, absolutely. The snowball effect is real. We need to repair
Yeah,
the bunker.
Vikings
He's not gonna
landing
play the
down.
bunker.
They'll just thread through the mechanical stalkers. Yeah,
the
they
ship
do have
battery is
mechanical,
there.
right?
Yeah, bonus to
think-
mechanical. It's getting a siege tank now, but there's... are there any more Void Rays in the sky? No, there are not. I like this decision to go for the siege tank, but I don't know whether Xellos actually knew about it. No, he didn't.
There's the tank.
Needs to repair both the Viking and the supply depot. Okay, the tank is out at least. It's gonna be able to shoo away the stalkers.
Yeah, and also siege the buildings on the ground. The shield batteries are not that big of a
Yep.
deal now. StarDuck is giving advice. It says that the fleet beacon would have been a better addition after the first Void Ray, like you
Could he have
suggested.
Could he have afforded it? Because you're concerned about the lack of gas is real. You're only gonna have what,
Yeah.
2 tempered?
Yeah. So it would have been a real strain on the TheKyoJin's economy.
True. Well, backfield accelerator is done. Quite an important upgrade. Oh, he needs to pull back the cyclone. Okay, cyclone pulls back. He sees the Void Ray, and it's still one base to one base, but the moment...
I mean, Xellos does have the second orbital.
Yes. The moment the next base goes down, the economy is gonna flip on its head.
It's already in favor of Xellos because he has extra mules. He can produce SCVs much faster. The Void Ray goes down. It does manage to get the tank, which is very useful for the TheKyoJin.
Yeah, that was kind of a weird, like, angle of attack because he definitely could have gone closer to the shield battery and attacked from there.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think the TheKyoJin can break him. This build was designed to break the turret. Almost did, but almost doesn't count.
Xellos will get us a natural base.
Stab on the way, +1.
Gets one of the cyclones, but this Void Ray is going to go down. The stalkers are not enough.
I mean, Xellos is 3 times the army supply. 6 times the army supply.
There we go. Xellos is going to take out the reigning MSO champion and will be our first finalist for today.
You know what you
In
say.
the meantime, on the other side of the bracket, Magnath taking Claire 2-0 and goes up to face StarDuck. Well, at least we're not going to have PvP until eternity. just another one. Alright, so we need to switch to NA.
Time to go home.
Yep.
Do you play on the EU or NA server, by the way? Since you're in.
First of all, I don't play this stupid game. I hate it. I don't get why people play it. But if I do play, it's on EU. It's on EU because,
Makes
it's
sense,
closer
right?
than NA. I still get some really crap connections sometimes.
You can challenge yourself and play with the maximum amount of ping humanly possible.
I mean, there was a time not long ago where EU, for quite a while, had like spikes of 1,000 millisecond ping,
Whoa.
or maybe 1,500 sometimes. So, I mean, it's stable now, but at the time it was difficult. I couldn't even cast any games on it.
In the dark old days.
It was bad.
There was. Couldn't cast no StarCraft. Those were sad, sad times. Oh, sad to hear that Claire has gone out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's
your fellow countryman and my clansman.
He's technically also my mentor.
Mm-hmm.
I actually got him to like help me out with my Terran.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the sensei has fallen, But he had a good run.
Yeah. The question is a dwarf, which is nice.
Right.
Yeah.
So it looks like we're going to go to the California region, NA West.
Mm-hmm. What is Magnath is from? Hold on, I'll open up the list because I don't remember things. I barely remember that it's Protoss. It's from Egypt. Yeah, okay, so it's NA West.
Wow.
NA West? No, it's NA Central, right? Okay. So West, Central, West.
I assume that StarDuck is from... Which part of the States is he from?
StarDuck is from Australia.
Oh, he's the Australian one. Okay.
So we're EU and Australia. Okay, I'm switching to Western United States. Everyone heard me. I switched.
Yep.
Please sign the forms supplied by the CranKy Ducklings. Bureaucracy division. No. Our map is going to be Golden Wall again. That is the first map for the semifinals.
I forget. Is that Mars or is that Superman's map? I think that's Mara's map, right? Because I remember that Superman's. No, or was it the other way around?
It's not actually giving me the thing. It's not opening the info panel when you set up the lobby. Oh yeah, invite people. That's I was just like, I'm forgetting to do something, and I'm sitting all alone in the lobby, and I was like, oh, there need to be more people here. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you can't
Didn't mean
play
to do
with
that.
test yourself.
Did not
You
mean to
can't.
do that. It's the interface. It's not my fault. I
To be
hate this
fair, like
interface so much. I hate this interface. I just kicked redgunnerguy out of the lobby twice because I tried to make him a spectator. God damn it! I hate this interface.
so I just click the lobby link again, right?
Yep.
Okay, I'm coming. Just
Coming,
take a
I'm just
deep
coming.
breath, and we're here.
Sorry
know,
about that.
No problem. Man. Like I
Alright.
got. If you don't mind me telling a quick story while this thing loads, like
Yeah, go ahead.
yesterday we discovered how in depth like just this lobby could go. Me and a group of Singaporeans, including Claire, played three, a 9-person FFA Archon on Catalan. We spent 5 minutes trying to figure out how to add people to Archon in 3 teams on that map. That was wild. We had a party.
Yeah.
Party.
They never quite got the Archon thing going, sadly. In StarCraft 2.
Yeah.
I'm kind of bummed about it. It should be really cool.
I mean, Lambo and Heartstorm and a few others have been lobbying hard to try and get something done about it. They say they're having a lot of fun, and the matches are insane.
Yeah, I don't know. They just haven't something that wasn't figured out. Anyway.
Yeah. Yes.
Speaking of things that aren't figured out, we are on Golden Wall. The wall, which is in fact golden and prevents you from getting into Platinum Lane, and in fact stands on top of the golden pillars. We're in the southwest corner of the map, representing Platinum Heroes. All the way from the land of Egypt, it is our pink Protoss, Magnath.
And on the other side of that golden wall, he is here from the stars to fight for justice. Choosing to touch down in the land down under. He's Australian. It is StarDuck. It's kind of funny because, on the Pylon show, Lambo actually took a 15-minute tangent explaining why Archon mode didn't work then and would work now. Basically, he was trying to explain that back then it was a show match and nobody practiced, so nobody had strategies.
Yeah.
He makes the case that, we've kind of figured out like a meta, like, okay, here's how you play Archon more efficiently, this is going to be really, really fun. I think it's a matter of time before Base Trade or Wardy or somebody puts up some money to get it kickstarted. Then we'll really see whether there's interest for it,
Yeah. I mean, at the beginning, I remember they did a Red Bull
MC and Pult.
sponsor, a Red Bull sponsored tournament, but it also had like a very weird bracket. They had this old mechanic where teams are choosing their opponents, and it was just weird and unnecessary.
On top of the fact that it's Archon, right?
Yeah, instead of just going, it's going to be Archon, let's see how fun it's going to be, how many great plays we're going to see. And we did see some really interesting plays. It was just the beginning of Legacy of the Void. So, that whole meta was just forming. And we saw some really great stuff in there. But, yeah, no one was putting any money on this. Beyond that, that's it. It disappeared.
It's really funny because, like, when Legacy of the Void launched, two things were really pushed, in addition to ladder. It was co-op and it was Archon, and it was thought that these two things would reinvigorate StarCraft. Co-op did all the heavy lifting in the end. Like, the amount of people playing co-op, the amount of money that's at least giving to StarCraft is amazing. Archon just, rolled over and died.
Yeah. Which is... But it's the one thing that should have worked for StarCraft. I don't know why it kind of died. Maybe it's just in a weird time.
Yeah. Lambo was
anyway, speaking of weird times, StarDuck is just starting to push with this proxy immortal build. There's a shield badger here to defend for Magnath, and he's sending hallucinations to the other side of the map, so we can see what StarDuck has, and he knows how in this is. Since there's no second Nexus, Magnath is going to finish his own Nexus.
The finishing of that Nexus is unbelievably important because battery overcharge can come into play.
Yeah.
And this is what battery overcharge was supposed to stop.
Oh, but StarDuck is going to go across the wall. He's going to jump into the main base.
Oh, there's nothing in the main base.
Where there are no shield batteries.
No shield batteries, there's no army, there's no...
He's going to force field the ramp. There's a recall into the main base. No! He's recalled into the natural! Magnath, please! No!
So look at that, like,
this. Oh no! Yeah, you had the wrong hotkey thingy.
Oh, these sentries are quite far out.
Oh, they're not enforcing the ramp! Get a first!
No, they're not.
No, the shield battery that was charged dies, and
yeah,
StarDuck does have 2 immortals here with the War Prism.
The shield batteries are dried.
No, I don't know. He's down to just 2 immortals and a War Prism.
There's a lot of potential.
So despite a not very efficient defense by Magnath, he does manage to hold. And he does have the second Nexus up and running. Still not making any workers. He's still not in a position where he can just macro up. He needs to...
Immortal! Oh, shield battery comes back online. I think Portal Overcharge will get saved.
But now the Stalkers are all being one-shotted by all of these Immortals. Oh, now the Immortal goes down for Magnath. StarDuck microing these Immortals, keeping them alive.
The bottle is out and is on the way. The Warp Prism is pretty powerful.
3 Immortals for StarDuck, 1 for Magnath. This is looking to snowball in StarDuck's favor.
It could snowball, but again, if the Warp Prism goes down, like a lot of the wind out of the sails has been taken out, you know. So it's on the knife's edge right now.
It's kind of difficult to snipe the Warp Prism when there's 3 Immortals under it. You know.
Weirder things happen.
Nice pick up on that Immortal.
Yep.
Magnath almost got it cornered there.
Now that being said, Magnath is a headed worker, so the longer the siege goes on, the better it is.
Oh yeah, he also has an extra base, so he's going to macro up much faster out of this one. But I guess 4 Immortals right now. The Warp Prism is not in position to pick them up though, so if they get too low, it's going to be a problem. But they just put so much DPS. Yeah, GG is gold, and StarDuck will take game number 1. Oh, you just got to the recall. Yeah, that recall is.
That happened.
I don't think it was. It wasn't as bad because StarDuck wasn't really doing that much damage in the main.
That is true.
Or didn't end up doing that much damage there. But it's gotta be something that tilts you, and you know.
Actually, I'm just thinking about it because he actually managed to snipe the pylon that you know powers the 2 gateways of the cyber core.
Mm-hmm.
I think that could have knocked out Magnath's production for like a little bit, and in these super dive fights, that little bit does add up, you know.
Yeah.
Whereas if it was an auto recall, then StarDuck would have turned around and just left there and then. But you're right, there wasn't much economic damage done. 1, 2 probes killed. It's hard to say, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Unless we're gonna
waiting on Magnath's choice of map. Oh, thank you, StarDuck, for reminding. Switch to US Central. It's look, I don't remember things, and switching servers is a difficult thing. Hence why I keep having everyone sign the forms that I've switched servers.
Yeah, and thankfully our co-signee here, StarDuck, remembered, so it's all good. It's all good. What map are we going to?
We're still waiting. We're waiting on Magnath's choice. Magnath's choice. It's very difficult to pronounce. Okay, Magnath's choice. Death aura. Yes.
Speedy zones.
Give me death aura. Aura of death.
You know, when you said, the moment you said death, the aura of death, the question immediately popped into my head. What would this map smell like?
Don't wanna know. God damn it! I said spectator, not kick. All right, I'm not touching the lobby until everyone is in, because I keep kicking everyone out. Well, not everyone, just you.
I'm here.
Because every time someone joins the lobby, it changes like the right click menu position of things. So just as I was about to click
How
switch to
coincidental.
spectator, it changes, and it changes to remove from lobby, because what the hell not?
Alright. He's asking if we're on Central, and
Yep.
we are. We are, you know. Johnny Q Public, if anyone still says that, but we're all good.
I'm even going to triple check. Okay, we're on Central. Well, we should be on Central. I have no idea what we'll end up getting to. This is Blizzard, after all.
It's true. Oh, good lord. You know this, the patch like completely messed up my replay castings.
It messed up everyone's replay casting.
Yeah.
It messed up our cast of NA Contender yesterday. Light and Yaku were casting it from replays, and they tested it, and they managed to cast the first series, and then all the other series were gone, because they were played on just different patches between the mini patch that they released a few days ago, and shame.
Ding.
Shame. Ding.
Ding.
Shame. All right, everyone. Speaking of shame, we are on Death Aura. LE. We're in the southeast corner of the map, representing the fight for justice. It is a red Protoss from Australia. It is StarDuck. It's about to be cannon rushed.
And on the other side, from, I think, Platinum Heroes, if I'm not mistaken, doing said cannon rush and hopefully succeeding. I've never seen a cannon rush on this map. It is Magnath.
Yeah, it gets the wall off here. Let's see
Yeah.
if we manage to get some more pylons on the high ground. Yeah, it's another pylon. Brings another worker to the low ground, where you can start setting up cannons. Yeah, it should have enough. Should have enough high ground vision to be successful. I don't know. Wait, this pylon is actually. No,
Wait,
it's
but
not
the
focused.
is the other pylon in range? No, but it doesn't matter, right? Like, the other pylon will give you vision anyway.
I think the northern pylon can power one cannon. Question? Oh, there's
only one cannon.
Oh, there's a pylon. Yeah, there's a pylon on the low ground. Yeah, but yeah, okay.
Ooh, gets the zealot.
The cannon is up.
Ooh, gets the zealot. That's
This-
huge.
This high
That
ground
zealot-
pylon should be up.
That
StarDuck
zealot
does kill one of the probes of Magnath on the high ground, but there's another one coming up, and it's not being denied. StarDuck has sent. He's getting a nexus on the middle of the map. He's like, I'm not dying to this, you bastard. I am the one who knocks. I am the one who cannon rushes.
And he's probably like, I remember that one time that I can't rush and I lost. I'm gonna do that anti-build, you know.
Yeah.
This is still
Yeah.
gonna be a tough position because he needs to keep all his probes alive for quite a period
Yeah.
of time. And we look
Problem
at
is,
the
he's losing a lot of mining time. Which
A
he
lot.
needs. He
He's
needs,
losing all
he
of
needs
it.
resources right now.
He's losing all of the mining time.
Yeah. Because he's going to be so behind. Even when that second Nexus comes up.
Yeah. But here's the problem, like, what's gonna stop Magnath from just cannon rushing the next position?
The answer
Not
is
fighting.
nothing.
Yeah, just like apart from not finding it.
I mean, right now Magnath knows that there's another Nexus somewhere on the map because he killed he killed the main Nexus and the base is not being revealed. And there's the recall of the probes. But now, how is StarDuck going to defend against
I guess we'll
anything?
find out.
He can't. There's nothing he can do.
Counterforge, baby.
He has to start from nothing.
And he's already down in workers.
Oh,
He's
getting that's actually pretty smart, I think.
Yeah, because he still has the cyberfall.
Yeah, he still has these two buildings that are powered, but he can still make use of them as a tech path. He's getting a shield battery as well, so he's going to try and get out an immortal and the shield battery before being scouted. But yeah, Magnath is about to scout this. What? He doesn't see it. He doesn't. Okay, now he sees. Oh, that was. If he would have backed away and gone somewhere else, that would have been weird.
Yeah.
It does have the shield battery up, so it manages to lock the Zealot here in place.
Does have energy for overcharge, right?
I don't think
overcharge on the Nexus, right?
Overcharge is what, 75 or 50?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, he's using it to chrono boost an immortal out. Which I think is the better use of the Nexus energy at this point.
Probably.
Oh, he's getting a Stargate as well.
Is he gonna
He's
depower
going to get a
it?
backup pylon, but is he going to be able to get the immortal out? No.
No.
The immortal gets denied. He's going to have to keep on buying time here. The shield battery is depowered as well, so he's going to take some losses
How
here.
is this not bitch? I mean, he could just focus down this other pylon and.
Okay, the immortal is going to come out. The shield battery is pretty much depleted now, though. And, and Magnath does have a surround on this immortal. Yeah, shield battery barely has any energy. It can't even. Yeah, there's enough for one heal.
And it's gone.
There's a surround on the stalkers. The immortal goes down. GG is called. Desperate defense by StarDuck is not going to fly in the face of cannon rush. No.
It was a very innovative defense. You gotta give him that.
Yeah. No, I like it. I like it a lot. Very smart thinking under pressure. But StarDuck is a cheeser. He's a world-class cheeser. Now that they're sideways 1-1, do you think, StarDuck is going to kick back and play a macro game, or is he going to going to cheese around?
Steelmold, if I had to bet money, I would put it out on the cheese. That being said, the cheesiest thing a macro player can do, the cheesiest thing a cheesy player can do is
not cheese at all.
Macro. And in this case, do a macro cheese. Shit, I remember.
And Chrome is going to be the next map. That's a big map.
I remember there was a tournament that one of the Koreans, I think it was either SOS Party or Hero, faked an all-in with a hidden third base.
Yeah, you can do that. You can definitely mind game your opponent. And with StarDuck, like you can never know.
Yeah.
Because he has such a reputation for cheese.
But it's not as absolute as it's not as absolute as Haas, It's more of say partying and SOS.
Because StarDuck does play macro games sometimes.
he tried to play macro game this very tournament.
Look what happened. Look what happened. He was forced to play a cheesy game. He was forced into a one base all in. He didn't want that.
That wasn't part of the plan. It's just how it turned out.
It's like a villain that's constantly trying to be good, but it just keeps being forced to be a villain. I try my best. But my past life keeps coming back. I can't escape it. I can't escape the cannons. I hear them in the night.
I have visions of them on the low ground that I can't see.
I have visions. I have visions on the high ground because I put a pylon there. I
Every
train
cliff
the pylons.
cannon, man.
All right, never mind about that. We are on this ace match, right here on ice and or chrome. We're in the northeast corner of the map. Currently sideways 1-1 in this best of 3 semi-final of today's Master Swan Open, the number 37. Give it up for Fight for Justice's Blue Protoss, StarDuck.
And spawning as far away as physically possible in this map pool. The first player to actually give us a series, it is PT Heroes Magnath. No cannon rush. No cannon rush.
20-minute no rush.
In the current meta, it's 12-minute no rush. By that time, you'll have carriers out. 20-minute no rush.
Why not? Why not? It will be a nice ace match, you know, a carrier battle. I'm hyped for that. I'm hyped for that.
It would be. I've casted a lot of Protoss, and I think I've seen one carrier Tempest battle. No, not including that warning game I casted.
Mm.
Okay,
Hey, we got a probe up. We got a head bob in the middle of the map. It's been a while since I saw a quality head bob between two probes.
Yeah, there's some maps that don't allow you to do that because of the path.
Yeah. And sometimes they mineral walk, so they then just warp through one another.
So it looks like Magnath is drawing a wonderful rhombus. I don't know what shape this is around the base. Whereas, wait, StarDuck's already proxied.
Yeah, he got a pylon. It's not. Doesn't have anything along with it. Like I said, this is just like his signature. It's like his spray paint for him. It's just gets a pylon at the side of the map.
Except the spray paint can, call in reinforcements when the time is right.
I mean, Magnath has taken a Nexus, while StarDuck is going straight to a robotics facility.
A robotics facility at home, which is the interesting part.
Yeah, very atypical of StarDuck. I don't know what he's going to do with Immortals at home. I mean...
Well, I guess that's the right decision because the pilot is scouted, and I just wonder, like, if you're Magnath, like, what is your, not so much your response, but your reaction? Do you breathe a sigh of relief, like, yeah, I caught this dirty cheeser, or is it like, oh, that was what was planned for me,
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it could be just a fake out pylon just to mess with Magnath. If you send a probe to scout on the other side of the map, you'll see there's a pylon missing in the main base. And you're like, oh, I'm going to proxy it. And if you scout the pylon on your side of the map, you're like, oh, what is he planning? What is he planning? But StarDuck is just... It looks like he's just macroing up or working up towards some kind of...
an actual
timing push with Immortals. Let's see what he's up to. Yeah, he's getting an Immortal straight away.
I would like to point out he only put down the Nexus after the pylon got scouted, so maybe he decides to change up his plan. Magnath is gonna be ahead, but on wait. Oh, the Adepts got it. Never mind.
Yeah, they're starting to get some damage. 5 worker kills, 6 worker kills, 7, maybe even 8. Nope, 7.
No lucky number 8.
That's not bad at all for 2 adepts at this stage of the game, because yeah, that evens up the economy for StarDuck, because Magnath got the Nexus so much earlier. It was in such a better position, and now StarDuck is adding workers. His natural is up. Yeah, he's in a good position.
Very good position. The thing about this map, unlike say Submarine, is that you can't go and punish your opponent. Oh, the Adept. Wait, what? No,
I mean, if you take a train to the other side of the map, maybe or book a flight, or there's another Adept sneaks in here.
Put yourself on a SpaceX rocket.
Yeah, gotta or take a Nidus. that's a form of teleportation.
Yeah, the war players are gonna cut it nowadays. You gotta play Zerg and Ice Nidus.
You know what bothers me about the Nidus? It's supposed to be a worm that's like underground. Forget the fact that on island bases it can go through.
Well, there's kind of a carbon animation about that.
But forget about that. Like, the units need to walk through the Nidus. Like, how is it like they get through the Nidus immediately?
There's actually an in-game and a law answer, which is that the Nidus's belly has a lot of lubricant, something like that. As a result, they're able to just slide through.
Yeah, I'm guessing they're not walking there slowly, and it's also like there's probably muscles in the worm that move the units along, like a digestive system or something. But still, it's not immediate. You shouldn't be teleporting. I don't care how much lubrication you have. If you travel at that speed, you're gonna have some.
Would you have to be?
You have some internal bleeding or something.
Is it gonna get the pilot, by the way? Oh,
yeah,
does it get the
almost.
He might go in for a double.
Has 4 health points. Yeah, it's gonna try and drop it again. No, Magnath is going to protect that pylon. So StarDuck decides not to commit to this. Now
it doesn't even matter. Backup pylon coming up, but yes, go ahead.
Both of them are have gotten high Templar buildings. Templar, I guess that's the one. Both going for charge lots. So they're both going for the beef wave strategy, which is just Immortals, Archons, and charge lots.
The whiff wave strategy?
The beef wave, yeah.
Why is it called beef wave?
It's a good question. Because you have beefy units and you have the wave of the Zerg, the Zealots. So you have like a beef wave thing, and if you come from both sides and surround your enemy, then it's a beef wave sandwich.
Okay, that makes sense. But I'm thinking, like, where do the Immortals fit in?
They're the beef units.
Isn't it the Archon? I mean, I always think of the Archon as the beefy.
They're also beefy as well.
Balls.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Magnath.
The Immortals are the backbone. The charge lots are the wave, and the Archons are the beef.
I guess that's one way of looking at it.
Yeah.
Both sides.
You have yourself a beef sandwich. Yeah, nice job here by Magnath.
Probably that StarDuck has twice as much Tetridge.
Yeah, StarDuck has a lot. I kind of want him to hallucinate a couple of Archons and Immortals. Just to mess with Magnath, and well, it doesn't. Wait, that's StarDuck's observer. Okay.
Yeah. No, but like hallucinated Archons are real, because if you don't have detection, they will start absorbing like immortal shots. And
they're a really good. They're a good addition to the beef. It's extra beef.
Know, like you have that many Archons, your opponent might GG out, and then now we can have.
I guess Magnath sees it. He sees it with hallucinated Phoenix. He knows that StarDuck is here. By the way, Magnath got a ninja base in the northwest corner of the map.
All the,
So StarDuck might think that he has time because he's containing Magnath on 2 bases, but he's not containing Magnath on 2 bases. He's in
well,
fact behind in economy.
yeah. Let's see where this zealot goes. If it goes any further, or if it gives it away. Oh no, he catches the
Uh,
probes.
yeah, he sees the probes moving there.
He's gotta be. Yep, he knows. Oh, you silly probe. You were in witness protection, but yet you went outside. This one
yeah.
here. This is the coronavirus. This is why
Yeah.
you don't leave your base.
They said, keep your social distance, and no, you decided to go out to a party. Magnus is moving out. He's going to defend that base, but StarDuck is not going for that base. He's going for the natural, or he's going to sandwich the beef.
Oh, yeah, he's
There's the beef. The beef is coming.
Right.
There's the wave.
And
I
here's the
have
thing,
no
like,
idea what's going on and who's winning, but it looks like StarDuck is coming up on
look at
top.
this guy.
His immortals
He's
are still alive. Yeah.
I think StarDuck decided to jump on it because he didn't want to engage at shield batteries.
Yeah, no, he engaged in a really good position. The army moved, because he did have an observer over the army. He saw the army moving out to the north. GG is gold, and StarDuck is your second finalist for today. That was a really nice engagement there by StarDuck.
It was a brilliant maneuver. Napoleon would be proud.
Yeah, he found out the ninja base. Magnath was afraid that the ninja base was going to get attacked, so he went to defend it. And, StarDuck had an observer on that army. He knew that the army was moving out away from the shield battery, and he just sandwiched it.
He caught him out on an open field.
Yeah.
Just annihilated right outside the walls.
Immortal Archon charge lords on an open field, Ned. All right.
Supposed to hold up inside the walls with your batteries.
All right, so we are going to take a short break before the final match, right? Question mark? Group? Give me a yes. Okay. So we're going to take a short break. Going to show you another duct tape, and when we'll be back, we shall have the final match here for you between StarDuck and Xellos. So don't go anywhere other than to hide at your hydras, stretch your roaches, or train your disruptors. And don't go anywhere. I said don't go anywhere. Because if you do, I will not forgive you. And we're back. Hope you enjoyed them wonderful clips of ducklings in space and such. It was a lot of fun.
It's a lot of hard work too put into those clips.
Yeah. It's clipping them, it's arranging them, editing them. A lot of that is on Kuro and me. We are the two lead clippers in the clan.
They're the hairdressers, making it all look nice.
Yep. It looks like we're actually funny when you put all the funny stuff together. Without the boring parts in between.
That's all the people gotta know, That
Mhm.
is what CranKy Ducklings is all about.
All right. Let's see if our players are ready. Remember, this is StarDuck and Xellos. Terran versus Protoss. Both players are ready.
AU Australia versus Ireland, right?
Yes. We're starting on US West. Now we'll switch to Central. You gotta remind me to switch, because
I'll do my best. Just the idea. I hope I don't get in trouble saying this, but just the idea of like Australia against the Irish is like, did the British just get two of their ex-colonies to start fighting?
Yeah, the British
Like,
just sitting back and watching.
Yeah, you just get like the slaves to duke it out.
All right, everyone. Welcome to the final match of today's Master Swan Open, the number 37. We are on Everdream, and if you've ever dreamed, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. We're in the northeast corner of the map. All the way from the land of Ireland. It is our blue Terran, Xellos.
And on the other side of the Everdream Valley, He is here to. He is from the Fight from Justice clan. We saw him cheese his way effectively to the grand finals. Will he do it again? It is StarDuck. Well, he's not can rushing, so not yet, I guess.
Yeah, no. There's a probe going out on the map, but you know,
It
it's just
could
going there
be-
to put the just for the signature pylon.
Yeah, the SCV is also taking a pretty weird route, but that could just be to check out the proxy locations, take some pictures, send it back home, and then go, back to work.
It's just a tourist.
Yeah, taking the scenic view.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you got picked for the mission. You got to go on the field trip, and you might as well make it count. Okay, now the
Yeah,
tourist has arrived at his
It does put me in
destination.
mind. It does put me
Yes.
in mind of the Carbot's animation where the overseer sends the changeling in, and it has a notepad and he's just writing shit down. He's like, this is what's going on here. Oh, this is what's going on there. It's like, oh.
And then the Reaper shoots the wrong one. You know,
Carbot is so funny.
I've actually killed one of my marines that I thought was a changeling.
Yep. Oh. Okay, Xellos cancels the command center. I guess he scouted the lack of a natural, lack of a pylon, and he's like, "Oh, someone's coming."
He
And that
also
someone
knows
is double immortal.
Oh, we haven't seen this in a long time. And he scouts it. Wait, does he?
Did he? No,
Now he does.
he doesn't. He sees the probe. Did he? Oh,
No,
okay. He saw the building. No, he saw the building. He saw the building. No.
Yeah, it's on his vision.
Did he see it though?
It will
I
be
don't
on his
think he-
mini map. Okay, the Reaper's
Okay, now
going.
it is. He sends the Reaper there. Okay.
Oh, he
Took a
he'll be
minute.
still. What?
I mean, it took a minute until he figured out that it's there
yeah.
when he saw it on the minimap. But the Immortal is about to come out, so this Reaper does
is
not need to
also-
be there.
Yeah, it's also perfectly possible that Xellos decided, oh, okay, I've scouted it. Let me go take a look around. Is there another proxy?
No,
You
Okay.
proxy one, you can
no,
proxy another one.
it looked to me like he just sent the SCV on a scouting path, and then just was paying attention to other stuff, and then like look at the minimap. Oh, there's something there, and then he sent the Reaper to see what it was exactly.
Okay, supply depot is gonna go down. I think the SCVs are not being pulled.
Yeah.
Well, now they're gonna go there, put out the fire.
No. I mean, he doesn't want to lose the SCVs to the Immortal.
Oh, he sent a mule too. That's gotta be a mistake, and it blows up anyway. Supply block, almost.
Two
Gotta be
Immortals
supply
are on the way.
Not supply block.
There's a follow-up.
Oh, the cyclone gets
The
blocked.
Warp Prism does not die, but the Cyclone doesn't get sniped either. A Viking is coming out. That should end the flight of the Warp Prism here. Yeah, you're not coming back for your Immortals.
Nope, the Immortals are gonna have to take the recall, the tubular home. Actually, is able to get
The other Immortal
the tank stuck. CC
Raising
can't
the
live.
chases up the tank. Tank down. The Viking is still chasing the Warp Prism, but the Warp Prism is
Oh no, you don't want to let that. No, GG.
GG gone. StarDuck. Wow.
Damn.
He actually, while this was going on, managed to escape the Viking with the Warp Prism and come back as well. Because that Warp Prism did not have a lot of damage on it.
No, it didn't.
That's impressive.
Yeah, if Xellos had just like emptied the bunker at the right moment, it probably would have been able to get one Immortal, maybe start the snowball. But what could have been, right? Steelmold. A lot of StarCraft is what could have been.
Yeah. All right, now we need to switch server. See, I'm picking it up. I'm picking it up.
We're heading to EU, I guess.
No, not EU. Just Central. Just Central.
Oh, no, just Central. Okay.
We're not gonna switch between servers between the series itself. It's a little too much.
I know some tournaments do that.
Eternal
Okay.
Empire is going to be a map.
Damn, the whole tournament we did not see. We did see submarine, not yet at least. Yeah, we're just missing submarine.
Oh,
Do you have any
right.
thoughts on submarine, the map?
I don't know why it's going under Marines, but you know. I like that silence followed by a laugh. Yeah, even Kuro is giving me a ... in chat.
That's a
in-game.
good one. That's
Yeah,
a good one.
yeah. Was it? No, it's all I can come up with in a short notice. It's not good.
Well, that was
I
still
don't-
impressive. Most people will go for some sort of underwater joke, go with the flow, hit the currents.
Yeah, no, I went for the pun, the dumb pun. This is a good one. I admit it.
It
I'm not proud
definitely
of it.
was. See, you gotta be like Haas, you know? When he got to the finals of WCS Valencia, his statement was hard work pays off in cannon rushing and learning
Well,
how
he
to...
says hard work, but he cannot rush his way there. So maybe his definition of hard work is
No, that's literally what
vague.
he said after qualifying for the finals. Hard work pays off. So you gotta own it.
Yeah.
Although we haven't seen much Haas in the last couple of years, unfortunately.
Oh, well, Cyril won that, right?
Yeah.
That was one of his streaks, his 4-win streaks.
Yeah.
Oh, 3-win streaks. We won 3 in a row.
Actually, yeah, that was his third win because GSL versus the World was after that.
Mm-hmm. All right, everyone. Welcome back once more. We see this map again. The Eternal Empire. The Empire which is the name suggests, eternal. Or in the southwest corner of the map. Trailing by 1 point in this best of 5 match are Blue Terran all the way from Ireland. It is Xellos.
And defending the Eternal Empire, he is fighting for justice. He is Australian. He is Protoss, and he is StarDuck. Oh man, I remember that WCS Valencia. I think that was to me the most fun tournament of the year, simply because the casters were losing their minds as Haas started to advance.
Yeah. That was actually I that was my first community cast. I did it with Yaku and during WSVS Valencia. It was a 9-hour day of casting.
That's a next level passion.
Yeah, it was intense. I mean, there was a lot of downtime when we were looking for matches, and because you gotta wait until the double elimination bracket moves on.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was 9 hours. This is pretty crazy. Alright, so both players are starting up standardly. Yeah, we got nicely timed expansions.
StarDuck is actually getting a Nexus.
StarDuck did not get the pylon on the other side, the mascot pylon. Maybe that's his lucky charm. You guys gotta get that pylon on the other side of the map for something. Otherwise,
I mean, if you can, why don't you, right?
Yeah.
Well,
Is he looking for proxies, or is he going to set up a proxy? He's got to set up something.
Yeah. There's no
that's his brand. That's his brand. He's got to do it. Otherwise, is he even StarDuck? Can you even call him StarDuck? Alright, he's getting the printer extension for the Stargates, for the gateways. Same thing.
Yeah.
Is he going? Wait, is this a blink map? Can you blink to the? Yeah, you can blink
Oh
to the
yeah.
background.
Oh yeah. This is a very good blink map. Question is whether
He's getting a
yeah,
robo.
does StarDuck see the cyber? Okay, he does. So probably gonna be blink. The question is whether Xellos decides to go for a Raven, because if you can shut down the observer, you shut down a lot of blink potential. Unless there's like a.
I mean, it could be a war prism. I think a war prism is more effective? Question mark. Because you can micro the stalkers. It's gonna be blink as well. Yeah, like I called. I called it. See, I can.
Yep.
I can call
I
things.
called the Raven. I got the Raven
And you
too,
called
man.
the Raven.
TV. Oh, we did not call. However, this Hellion getting anything done, and it's already gotten 4 kills.
3, 4, maybe 5. No.
4. That's pretty good. Normally, Terra doesn't do that much damage this early in the game,
Yeah.
especially in the standard macro game.
This is not a standard macro game.
The StarDuck game.
It's a StarDuck macro game. It's a 2-base all-in, basically.
No, that's the thing, where like when SOS takes the GSL stage, it gonna be a normal game. May not be a cheese, but normal game, nah.
And Xellos is quite rightly keeping an eye on that third base location of StarDuck with that one Marine. Gonna make sure he knows what StarDuck's economy situation is, because that will tell him how defensive he needs to be. And and he gets a bunker at home. It's a safety tank.
She's got the Raven out on that edge, keeping an eye out for things to come.
Yep, here comes StarDuck.
Here comes Stalkers.
Is coming in. Yeah, I don't know. This is blink up to the This is
Risky one.
into a tank. 2 tanks now. The second tank just came out.
I think the thing about the Raven is that if you can pull off interference matrix, it can shut down a warpin.
Yeah.
And that's all you need. But now but we'll see. At least the warpin's far away, right?
Yeah.
If it was
StarDuck
like
is not finished here. It's gonna
it's not.
gonna continue doing stuff. Oh, it's moving into natural. Tanks are not in position. Gonna jump on top of this bunker before the tank gets to siege. Snipe the bunker. Back away.
Yep, no economic damage done, which is what
Yeah,
Xellos wants. No third base either. Do you think is Xellos gonna do the 2 base?
StarDuck is getting a third base. He just contains Xellos here. And Xellos, he hasn't gotten a third command center. He's been anticipating some all-in, but StarDuck is not all-inning. He's getting a robotics bay, he's getting a forge, he's getting charge. He's going to transition out of this.
Well, that's the thing, right? Like, even if you're thinking it's all in and then StarDuck backs off, and like, I've got a lot of units and upgrades.
Yeah, Xellos realizes this is not an all-in, gets a command center.
I've got a number of boys too.
+1 weapons is about to finish. Steam is still on the way. Combat shields is on the way. Soon Xellos will be able to push out. These stalkers won't be able to withstand all of this. I like this the position of this observer. StarDuck has a real good vision of when Xellos is going to move out against him, and he backs away.
I like these tanks; they're very synchronized. Well, here's why I believe you need to get a Raven in PvT all the time, no matter what, because you need to snipe those observers, and it keeps you safe against. And he's leaving.
Don't tell me. Tell Terran players. I honestly don't understand why people don't get Ravens a lot more.
You should always get Raven, because if the enemy.
Such useful units.
Oh, they are. Is it going to be sniped? Oh, the Raven might go down, drop the anti-armor missile. No. Oh, catches the tank.
No, it's going to get the tanks as well.
Okay, but is it going to beat all the stalkers?
Yeah. I mean, they're done. They've done their job in this game.
Yep. But if we look at the army supply, heh,
Yeah, StarDuck
the
needs
third
to
base
mount up a
is down.
defense pretty soon because Xellos is going across the map.
He's on a warpath.
Yep.
Well, the grand offensive.
One Colossus out.
there is a
Turbulence is
shield.
halfway finished.
There
He's
is a
got,
shield.
yeah, he's got. It doesn't have any shield batteries in the natural though.
He's got one at the third. No one's gonna attack the natural. No Terran is gonna risk going through this choke point.
Hmm. Good drop there though. Really juicy. No, he's gonna
Oh,
put it in the tank here. Yeah,
needs
there's
to
the
gun down
shield
the shield battery.
overcharge. The shield battery still stands.
Oh no, he needs
It's
to
not
shoot
really
it.
focused. Ah, it does get the Colossi though.
I mean, if he just gunned it down, it would have been.
Second Colossus
think
is
he's-
coming. Does have thermal lance now.
But he doesn't have the army to back it up.
Yeah. And you kind of need a second Colossus in order to really do the AoE damage that you want.
I was just wondering, like, what are the other technical units Xellos is getting? And Liberators at this stage are an okay choice.
Yeah, fantastic choice. You know, they can harass. They're good against the
Yep.
the Immortals. They I guess Colossi.
Stalker count was blown to smithereens earlier, so not
Yeah.
really an issue.
And right now, StarDuck is forced to warp in Stalkers, which he does not want. He does not want Stalkers at this point.
Correct, but he then needs it because Liberator.
Yeah.
Where's the rest of the army? Is it at home or?
What army?
production.
It's just the Colossus.
No, I meant Terran army. I'm like, why hasn't Terran
Oh,
just
Terran
like moved one? Like, oh, that's why. Oh, dude,
Yeah, he has a lot of army at home. I guess he was afraid of some Zealot run-bys or something. He's gonna not exactly doom drop, just drop into the main of
Siege up with
StarDuck.
the natural, get some shots.
There is a
lot
shield
of-
battery here, but no army to defend.
Yep, loses another 11 probes after losing a third base.
Yeah.
And Xellos has
And
a
the
third.
Liberator doing more damage. Oh,
Oh,
this is starting to look like GG for StarDuck here.
yeah. By the way, I just got to point out that I just looked at the army at home and the army at home has been stemmed.
Well, you know,
To stem.
you gotta feed them. You gotta be there. They have needs, you know. These soldiers.
You gotta let them acclimatize to the use of stem.
Yeah.
So there's a warp prism in the main, but it's only 3 zealots, and there's more than enough at home to deal with it.
Yeah. I mean, Ryan's actually doing some damage here, but it's not going to be enough damage.
Yeah, it's not comparable to
Oh,
the
they're gonna
insane
actually killing. Yeah, Zealots can actually
Yeah.
kill Vikings pretty easily.
That's a good trade.
Because they're not mechanical, they don't take the extra damage.
How sad. Ooh, look at that Viking just rolled over and died.
Alright. Ghosts are coming
Oh.
out, EMP is on the way. And look what StarDuck is getting. A Dark Shrine.
The Raven died,
Why?
so
Because it's Protoss and it needs to get a Dark Shrine. Maybe that was his problem all along. Should have gotten that Dark Shrine before.
very possibly.
I mean, there's no Raven on Xellos inside.
No, there are
Scan.
missile turrets, and there are some scans here and there. There's going to be EMP on the field. Let us not forget.
Mm-hmm.
So
The Widow Mines are still on the ramp.
yeah, the frontal DTs are. I don't think they're going to be able to do anything. Hey, StarDuck, as you correctly called, did get that pylon across the map.
Yeah.
But
They're
it's
not
not-
exactly sneak. They take a Widow Mine shot. At least he knows about the Widow Mine.
Hey, you
That's
know
not
what
the second
You know what Vorazun says? Cloaked units too can play at this game.
Oh, yeah, the Colossi getting stuck behind the mineral line. Now he's gonna has to walk around the sensor tower, sensing sensations. You know, sense area, sense zone, sensing zone. How do you call it? I don't know. This is Sensation Zone. Are they actually going for a bit of a base trade, which I think will work far better for Xellos because
He's got more
units
stuff.
at home and a gigantic army on StarDuck side of the map.
Yep. Well, there's always a recall, but even then, yeah.
Even
the
if you
armies
recall,
are-
he still has a tiny army compared to what Xellos has.
Oh yeah.
Look at this.
Saves the base. That's nice. Okay, base trade time.
Yeah, StarDuck is going to keep on pushing in, but unless it's he's getting StarDuck is getting a second, like a spare Nexus, and it does have extra resources to make some more if he wants to. So at least he has that as an advantage. While Xellos is kind of straining for resources at the moment.
Well, here come the Vikings, and they're going to be able to snipe down those Colossus real quick. And that.
Yeah, there's not a lot of anti-air for StarDuck.
No, there isn't.
Most of it is busy being the ground army.
GG is called.
GG is called, and we have ourselves a sideways 1-1. Now remember, this is a best of 5. We still have 3 games potentially ahead of us. And it's going to be StarDuck's choice of map.
You know,
as we switch to Western United States.
Given that there's a Terran player, a Game 6 is possible. I wait for the day that we get a stalemate.
We never had a draw in any of our tournaments.
Yet.
And I've only ever seen one live. I think it was in WCS we had one? Like a year or two ago.
You mean a game went to a draw? Like a general tournament?
Yeah.
There was I remember there was 2. There was Neeb and TY, although I honestly didn't watch it.
I remembered Nib.
Yeah, that was a
one.
GSL. Another one was Clem and Showtime at WCS Austin, I think. That was really, really funny. Because for a good 5 minutes, like an Archon was chasing around 2 Marauders and a medevac. And we're still like the Archon had a we're getting submarine. This is exciting.
Mm-hmm.
I think the only time the only time I've ever discovered, or I found that it went to Game 6 was Port against Strange. Because those other matches, it did not go to, beyond the allocated number. So it's only happened once, as far as I know. There's somebody in Twitch chat that knows StarCraft 2 historians. Hell, I'll take
it happens sometimes, but it's very an actual draw is very rare in a tournament.
Yeah. And even rarer than that is a draw that actually forces like the 6th or the 4th game,
I mean, it depends. I mean, usually if it's not a team game or something, then you usually have to replay that game. The same map.
So correct. You replay the map, but for example, in the Clem Showtime match, there was a draw, but the score was still 3-1. It didn't trigger
a draw usually. Yeah, a draw usually doesn't change the score.
Yes.
It's usually just okay. This game has to be replayed.
Yeah, but the Port versus Strange, it kind of did, because the draw was on Game 5, so it actually went to Game 6. You know what I mean?
Mm.
And
I mean, it's not technically Game 6 because you're replaying the same game. So if you want to look at it technically, there's no way you can get a Game 6. It's always a best of 5.
But on the other,
Right?
technically, that was the 6th game played. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
No, well, the draw gets kind of thrown out as not an actual game, technically.
I don't know. Ask Paul versus Strange. Was that a game? Yeah, that was a game.
Anyway, we are on Submarine, the Marine, which does not perform as well as other Marines. We're in the northwest corner of the map, representing the fight for justice in the land of Australia. Currently sideways 1-1 in this best of 5 match. Our red Protoss is StarDuck.
And at the bottom, I wonder what he'll have to say regarding your comments on Submarine. It is the Terran player, Xellos. Why is this SCV not doing nothing? Okay, never mind. Just momentary idle. I was like wondering, like, is there a grand
Chill.
plan?
Union mandated break. Leave him alone.
I hear that on I actually remember like one of the skins. It says in the flavor text there is actually a coffee holder inside the suit.
What, the SCV? SCV is
Yeah.
not a suit. It's. Here's the thing. Like an SCV is a huge thing. It's a giant vehicle. Like
It's
you see on the SCV there's like a little cockpit at the front. That's where a human sits. That's the size of it. It's not like they're shrinked in terms of the size in the game.
It's true. It's true.
They look like they're the size of a marine, but no, they're the size of like a Thor or something.
It's a two-story building.
Yeah, they're supposed to be really big. It's really weird.
There's a mod for that, StarCraft 2 in real size, and
Yeah,
it will
I
open your
love that.
computer bag.
Yeah, it's not stable.
No. I mean, oh god, like,
But it's really
someone
cool.
should put on a kill patch. Like, you know, just play 5 games on that mod and just see what happens.
Yeah, I know.
That'll be quite the
Get more
YouTube.
crashes than games.
Yeah, that's probable. Adept is actually killed by the Reaper and his Marine buddy.
Yeah, yeah. It doesn't get to kill anything.
So, I mean, that's the thing about Submarine, the rush distance is so short that the Reaper actually managed to get there and back and defend the base. So, Hellion,
Here's the
okay.
thing. Xellos has a bunker prepared for some kind of attack by StarDuck. StarDuck is getting a robotics facility at home. And Bling. So we're gonna get Xellos gonna get blunked on again.
He's gonna. StarDuck is gonna try. He tried that on Eternal Empire. Did it actually work?
Yeah. Yaku arguing with me is a CranKy caster rite of passage. Well, we weren't arguing. I was just like thinking out loud.
Debating. That's not an argument.
It wasn't even a debate. It was just thinking out loud. It was just like thinking
Well-
on whether the game counts as an extra game or whether the tie counts as an extra game or is just the same game replayed. Because that's how the
Well-
score like looks at it. But technically, they are playing another game.
Oh, yeah, you ask a viewer and you know, forget a viewer, ask a 6-year-old to count how many games were played and the answer would be 6.
Kura's saying she didn't get enough sleep for this.
Do we ever... No.
Alright, StarDuck is poking at Xellos' front wall here.
And almost gets it.
The bunker gets repaired. The Raven gets to use the other turret. And damage is not done. Xellos did get a Hellion into StarDuck's base. I think that was the Hellion and the Reaper. They get a couple of drone kills, probe kills, you know, the Protoss drones. Blink is about to finish.
The tank is
Doesn't
about
like
to come
StarDuck
out.
is in a position to drink in here. Is he gonna just... He's not gonna blink on the top of the bunker. He ain't stupid. Right? I was afraid. It looked like he was about to, but no, it's getting
not gonna
close to base.
Actually,
Oh, he did actually just blink on top of that bunker, and he snipes it, and he gets away.
I don't think he lost a single stalker, although one stalker has 8 health left.
He did lose 2 stalkers this game.
Yeah. Third base is up and running for Xellos first, although he hasn't taken it.
Is the observer for the high ground vision.
Raven is gonna counter.
Oh, the Raven is gonna.
Oh,
It's gonna snap the Raven. Okay, doesn't get to snap the Raven.
That was clutch.
Yeah, now there are 2 tanks here for defense. And-
3.
Oh yeah, 3.
Yeah.
I didn't see
There's
the
a
one.
third
Yeah,
I was
next to the.
think like this tag, because I kind of realized that he wants to protect the high ground, you know? If you control the high ground, if somebody tries to get up, you cut off their legs and leave them to burn.
Yeah, trying to drop against Blink Stalkers is always a bit of a risk.
It's brave. Dude,
yeah,
you know what?
let's call it
Things I
brave.
read on Reddit regarding like drops. Somebody asked, how do you counter Blink Mutas as Terran? Somebody actually said, oh, just go and drop against them. I'm like, what?
Yeah,
No.
it's an issue. Well, it's just the same way you deal with Phoenix, with Mass Phoenix. You drop.
Yeah, like, oh, because if you go and drop, like, the mutas will be pulled out of position, and then I'm like, no, like, Zerg will just pull links, and the mutas will continue to harass, and you'll have even less Marines. But Phoenix
What
is
I mean
maybe.
is, you move a bunch of Marines to the other side of the map, and you pull the Mutas back. You don't put them all in a medivac and wait for the Phoenix to snipe them.
Yeah.
Right?
What
Xellos is
was
breaking the siege and now pushing StarDuck back.
Oh, the third base is so exposed.
Yeah, he's got that Colossus, but the Thermal Lance isn't finished. It's just one Colossus again. The tanks are on siege though, and he jumps on top of them with the charge lots. There's not a lot of AoE for StarDuck though, and the Colossus gets interference matrixed.
It's about to wear off, he doesn't have another one.
Second
the tanks
Colossus is here, but it's not joining the fight. It's staying in the back. Yeah, I guess we know StarDuck isn't using F2 key, right?
Yeah. I don't. Can this Bioforce break it? I don't think so, right?
Yeah, no, there's too many Xellos now. StarDuck just survive this.
Now, that being said, the third base is wounded, and maybe a drop or something could get it later, but that was ultimately
Yeah, it
not
was really good defense.
attack.
It was as good a defense as you could have hoped against that kind of force, and is going for a Zealot run by here. These are charge lots. They are hype.
Run by the freaking
Hype
Colossus.
Oh, he gets the Colossus, and he gets all the SCVs in a row.
But will he lose the Colossus? Because once the Zealots die, more reinforcements. Nope, there's too much Protoss. Like,
Yeah.
even though the
Oh, and
price.
And he pulls the Colossus back. It's gonna
Yeah, the
waddle all the way home.
I mean,
I
StarDuck?
have to walk all the way across the map all alone. I don't even have backup. Just bullshit.
well, but if you think about it, one Colossi, a bunch of Zealots, and I think a Sentry, a Stalker left, one Colossus came back.
And Archons.
Well, that's.
Oh
that's
no,
you and-
he's getting Archons.
Oh.
Yeah, no, StarDuck pulled back just in time and just managed. He also was there in a very lucky, opportune moment, just as the Walker transfer was going on, and all the SCVs were in a line, as the Colossus just zapped them from both sides. It's
If not, Zealous would be way ahead of Trumpets.
yeah.
Okay,
Right, he's
well.
falling off against charge lots run bys, but StarDuck is getting Archons. Gonna get some beef in the beef wave.
Yeah, nothing is being produced out of the factory, which is a kind of an issue. He doesn't really have that much money for it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, get some.
There's very little anti-air for StarDuck, and it's just Archons. They can't really chase those Vikings.
Yeah, this is a weird trade, right? Because the Vikings can kill the Colossus easy, but when they land, will they be able to do enough? The big fight happens, Colossus goes down, nice split the chase after, nope, gotta land them and
Yeah, no, the Protoss army is split around, so it's in trouble. The bunker holds.
the third base is in even more trouble.
Aren't any tanks though.
No tanks, no mines, Liberators on the way, which is probably a good call.
The
Colossus
Vikings might actually, the Vikings actually die before they can even land. They do take the Colossus out, but the Archons are still alive. 21 SDVs are dead. The third base gets lifted and floated away, and he gets a Dark Shrine. When Protoss Dark Shrine. When behind Dark Shrine. If you deny your enemy's third base, Dark Shrine. If you contain your enemy in two bases, Dark Shrine. The answer is always Dark Shrine.
It just looks cool, you know?
Yeah.
It's a gotta have a building.
He even gets the graviton upgrade thingy. What's it called? The void ray. The void ray. The graphitic drive.
Yes, the warp prism speed, as everyone else calls it. Yeah, gravitic drive.
Mm-hmm.
He's preparing for. Well, it could be a storm drop. It's definitely going to be a storm drop. The question is just going to be middle line or bio army. Oh man, Xellos will need to take an insanely good fight to get back into this game. He's down a base, down in army supply, down in upgrades,
down in warp supply.
The only thing he's not down in is map score, and that could change real fast.
Down in detection as well. And it is 3 turrets. That's his detection.
Are there DTs though? Not yet, right?
Yeah. He's got a couple of them. They're trying to sneak around. One of them is getting into the main army. Okay, there's a scan that is going to kill it.
Well, storm is done.
The Liberators are pretty scary. Yeah, there's the storm.
Oh god,
He's not using it though.
Nope, he did lose it.
Yeah, okay, there's one storm.
Second storm.
Another one.
GG.
StarDuck is going to be
Storm GG.
on match point. He's going to be in match point. Up 2-1. Xellos going to have to be fighting.
Is it time to do the Proxy Rex?
The what?
Proxy Rex.
I don't know, the Proxy Rex, does it? I don't remember when I last saw a Proxy Rex win against the Protoss.
Teja.
It's like an opening. It's a good opening, but if you transition into a thingy.
Yeah. I actually went to check the VODs. When Maru played, even when Maru was Proxy Rexing almost every game, he wasn't doing it against Protosses.
Mm-hmm.
It was always against Terran, sometimes against Zerg, so on and so forth. But no, not against Protoss. But Teja did do a proxy your entire base outside the Protoss base and win.
Like you do it as a kind of as an opener, but it's not really something that's like a cheese that's meant to win the game. Usually, I mean, this isn't this isn't Morrow versus SOS here. Exactly.
It's Steelmold.
With all due respect.
Yes, it's Xellos against StarDuck.
Yep. All right. Let's make sure. All right. StarDuck is asking for a minute, which is fine. You wanna take a minute every now and again to rest a bit.
Sit back in your chair, contemplate about life, get some water.
Playing StarCraft is hard. It's hard work.
Support.
That's why I don't do it.
Patreon.
Oh yeah, you can support us on Patreon. Thanks for reminding me that we haven't talked about it in all this cast. Exclamation point Patreon will take you to the page, and you can support.
Yeah, go ahead.
You can support us there. We have different levels of support. If you support us at $5 and beyond, you get access to our subscribers-only channel on Discord, and also replay packs from tournaments that we run. Some of them are pretty professional, and like the ESL ANZ fueled by Dare, Ace OC ANZ fueled by Dare type thingy, and of course Grand Platypus Open, which are hype. I don't know, Corey just said something, but I wasn't in live feed to see it. And some of them are broken. Yeah, of course, free plays are broken. It's not our fault though. Okay, both the players are ready. Let's get to it. Boop. Yeah, and also if you want to support in the Patreon with a higher tier of support, you can get your replays cast by any of your chosen team of players, duo of players, assuming replays work. There's a caveat.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say?
I was also saying that in 1 minute you can enter a Matcherino code.
No, we don't have Matcherino for MSO and NSD. This is a no monetary tournament. The prize pool is basically in-game purchases or of your choice.
There's one for GPO, right?
For GPO, yeah, there's a prize pool with Matcherino. But for here, we have in-game prizes or subscriptions to StarCraft 2 related.
Yep.
Check on Twitch if you want. Anyway, we are, speaking of prizes, on Pillars of Gold! Pillars, which are made of gold. Not a very sound construction material. Also very costly. I don't understand why the pillars are made of gold. In the southwest corner of the map. Currently on match point to win this entire tournament and secure his second MSO championship. Fighting for justice, our red Protoss all the way from Australia is StarDuck.
And facing elimination, the Terran player, all the way from Ireland. Ireland, yes. Already scouted the proxy, so things are going better. It is Xellos. Steelmold, you build pillars out of gold because they're shiny and because you can. Like think about it. If somebody actually built a pillar made out of gold, you know who would do that? Changi Airport.
Trump Towers would do that.
Yeah, Trump Towers would do that.
No. Trump Towers would build it out of like concrete and then cover it with gold.
Yeah, it'll be fake
That's what
gold.
that's what they would.
They have no money for real gold.
Yeah, but yeah, Singapore Airport might actually build it.
Yeah, like
you
the
might
Singapore,
find something like that.
Singapore Airport built, I think, like the largest indoor waterfall in the world or something. That you can actually take a train across. That
Yeah.
the entire
Or-
mall. Of
Yeah, like a building in Dubai might do it or something. Something in the Arab Emirates with
Do they still have?
they like to show flash, Hey, Quirky, redeem the group, please. That means-
They might build a pillar out of like frozen oil, but I don't know if they have money for that anymore.
Oh, well, depends on their economy, I
Yeah, but
guess.
Singapore would have the money for it.
Yeah.
No, but here's they would only build a singular pillar. The condition is pillars.
Yeah, you're right. It has to be plural.
Yeah. Changi Airport wouldn't do that. Like, no. No one else on Earth has one pillar of gold. We
Pillars
have-
of gold. No, you see what the thing is, they'll build one, and then someone else will build two pillars. There's like, you have pillars of gold. You have one pillar of gold. We
They
have,
will
we
then
have
build.
more.
They'll then build a silver and a platinum one.
Yeah, platinum doesn't count. It's not just for metal.
Well, you see, but then after that they would have to build a master's pillar, and what do you build a master's pillar out of? Because you got gold, silver, bronze on the other side.
It's a star. You need an entire star. Because it's got the star thing on it. It's you know, Masters is made out of stars.
Okay. And what is the Grandmaster made out of then?
Bigger stars. Huh?
Mega
Huh?
stars, huh?
Mega stars.
Superstar. Superstar, man. We missed that.
Superstars. Yeah, there we go. Thank you for correcting that stupid joke.
Superstars. And then after that, you're fellow.
Speaking about superstars, StarDuck is pretty much going all in with his 2 bases. He's not making any more workers. He's I mean, Xellos is pushing forward here, and StarDuck not got a lot to defend. He's going to rely on that one Colossus and the shield batteries, but the Colossus isn't finished.
Nope. Makes a bunker, cancels the bunker, makes another bunker. Battery overcharge is now available.
Yeah, but he should even use it right now. He shouldn't even use it. There's no point.
Oh, the stalkers are kind of stuck.
Yeah. Well, you can use it on that second shield battery now, but now the Colossus is here. The Bio really can't push forward and defend that tank, and Xellos.
Oh, he activates it just as the turn backs off. Another way of reinforcement coming. I don't know, like, I think Xellos literally needs to kill this base and everything on the low ground to equalize the game. Because he's gotten the base, but it's so late.
Yeah.
Stalker even catches the tanks, they're unsieged.
Yeah, and he's gonna get this one tank. No, doesn't get the tank. It's gonna kill a lot of the Bio. Second Colossus is on the way. Thermal Lancer started.
This is a really weird build out of the Terran. Like, you walked across the map with Medivacs, 8 Marines, 3 SCVs. Sounds like a recipe now that I'm saying it. And
yeah.
Tank. Like, what are you cooking with this again?
I'm surprised that he went all in with that, because I mean he's now starting to make SCVs, but yeah. StarDuck reacts nicely. Only going to lose 1 probe so far.
And the Liberator is gonna go down. The drop is not time to hit.
That Stalker is stuck behind that building, I believe. There's a Warp Prism coming out, so it's gonna be fun.
No, they're fine.
Oh no, it's not locked actually. Oh, there's a drop coming out. Sneaky. StarDuck sees it though.
Oh, and the Marines don't even unload properly.
Yeah. Oh, he's gonna catch the Medivac. Yeah, this game looks like it's going StarDuck's way. It's okay now. It's starting to lose some workers here to the Liberator, but that's not a lot.
It's not enough. That's the problem.
Yeah, it's allowing Xellos to catch up because he started worker production again. And did he get a 3rd command center? No, he did not.
Nope. You barely got a 2nd one.
Yeah.
That said, upgrades are about to finish, and depending on when StarDuck attacks, it might actually be to Xellos' favor. I don't want to oversell it. Xellos is behind, but that's one way to throw a fight, you know.
Yeah, this is where the Protoss usually throws the fight. You have 2 Colossi, you have Stalkers, they have Thermal Lance, you know, the Colossi. You got a 3rd base, and now you feel the urge to push in. No, he's actually going to Colossus drop.
That could have been a misclick, but we'll see. We'll see. Is he gonna commit with the Colossus, or is he gonna attempt to smash the front?
I think maybe it's just no. He wants to drop. Yeah, he's gonna split the army here, but no, there's too much here. Too much by. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Please, get StarDuck. No.
Wow.
What are you doing? Please. This is not the unit. This is not the unit to play with Bio. You know, Darren.
What else is he gonna put inside? I should have put charge slots, but
no, he shouldn't have dropped. Once he saw that there were units there, maybe he drop on the low ground and do some damage to these Marines and Marauders, but not drop right on top of them.
We've all overestimated our Warp Prism Microman Steel. Like,
yeah, but it wasn't there. You didn't pick it up in time.
I'm gonna be Zest reincarnate. Oh, that's why I'm not Zest.
This is why Zest doesn't do this. Oh, you're gonna get the War Prism. Oh, it's so close. 12 health
But it's
points on that War Prism.
gonna force a retreat because even now, like StarDuck realizes he can't use it to juggle.
Xellos is a pretty hype army with all these Marauders and the extra tanks now.
And
The
they got
tanks
ball-
are back up.
He's prepared all in.
Yeah, but StarDuck is already preparing his next move. With charge lots. He just not that he contains Xellos enough.
The
He has to
question
back
now,
away.
the question now is the third CC gonna come down or is he really gonna attempt to all in him? Well,
Hey.
the army split up. The tanks are so close to the stalkers, and
Stalkers
Right.
don't have blink. These stalkers don't have blink, remember. So they can't just jump on top of whatever they like. They're gonna catch some reinforcements here.
no, but even then, like the tanks, there was a moment that the tanks were up against like the cacti.
Yeah.
Oh, not a fight. Okay, one Colossus goes down.
Colossus is a really hype unit, but it needs a lot of buffer.
Oh yeah,
It cannot take damage.
it's taking damage.
Yeah, it looks like StarDuck is dead here.
Okay, looks like Xellos has destroyed most of the Protoss army convincingly. Why is he shooting the rocks? Oh, that was a waste of ammunition.
Damn rocks. StarDuck is circling back. He's gonna try and do some damage at Xellos' natural. I don't think there's anything to defend back there.
We don't mind.
But yeah, but StarDuck, I don't know if he can withstand Xellos' attack there.
Yeah, it's gonna be a pretty weird quote-unquote base trade. Oh, but there are Archons back at StarDuck's third base. And shield
There's a
battery.
shield battery here.
Oh, the Widow Mines.
Yeah, there's the shield overcharge. Gonna hit the Archon, and it looks like StarDuck will be able to clean this up and do damage on the other side of the map. 12, 15
Yep.
SCVs go down, and StarDuck is your two-time Master Swan Open champion. GG! Yeah.
Yep. I mean, he's earned it.
He's joining the likes of Salivanth, who I believe is the only one who has a double. No, there are others. The XPA, Voltaquist, Juniba, and Blisk all have 2 MSO championships, and now StarDuck as well.
Does anyone have 2 in a row?
I don't believe. Juniba.
Ah, okay.
Juniba is 2 in a row. It was Juniba arrived, took some championships, and then went away into the ether.
Came, saw, got some prizes.
Yep. I think they got promoted. Maybe I don't remember. It was in October, November of 2019. Actually, one of these was the one that we casted in Berlin. Actually.
Awesome.
On the 1st of November. Yeah, we had a live cast in Berlin in November. Where we
Back when the world could still travel.
yeah, it was Yaku and me and Kuro observing all in the same room. Even Princess was there in the background. All right, so yeah, congratulations to StarDuck. Nice hard fought tournament here. Didn't cheese all that much actually, to be fair. He promised he's going to try the proxy Tempest thing with the shield battery, but we didn't see none of that.
Well, we can't get everything
Yeah.
we wanted, you know.
Yeah, well, he played fantastically. He played solidly and won instead, instead of doing that stupid stuff. Yeah, yeah, and good job on Xellos as well, playing fantastically well this tournament. Reaching up all the way to the runner-up, taking some hype players along the way. And there you have it. It's another week of MSO StarCraft right here.
Mhm.
So redgunnerguy, please tell us where the good people in chat can find more of you.
Well, I've got quite a lot that you can find me at. One is on my Twitch channel at redgunnerguy. It's pretty straightforward. I'll be casting the I'll Die tomorrow, and we then do viewer submitted replays on Tuesday, then more I'll Die on Thursday, although that's replays. We could do that last week because of the stupid match. Apart from that, you can also find me on YouTube. I do StarCraft content there, and it's not just casting. I do a series like, hey, Steelmold, did you finish the Wings of Liberty campaign?
It's the only campaign I finished.
Okay. Some guy redid the entire Wings of Liberty campaign, every single mission, but you play as Protoss. With the Spear of
Wow.
Adun. And the best part, and this is a minor part, this is the best part, like when you fight the Tal'Darim in the missions, they are actually wearing the Tal'Darim skins. It's called the Wings of Liberty Protoss Edition. I just completed that, and it's being ported to YouTube in the next few days. And you can find me on...
So they don't
Yes.
turn into Protoss. So is that easy mode?
You play on hard and
Eh?
brutal, if that's what you're asking.
Eh?
Yes and no, yes and no. Because some missions are easier, some missions are harder. Because some missions, there are no medics. You can't heal. Even
You
with
got shield
shields.
batteries. Fine. You'll be fine. You have shields.
It's a mind-bending experience. That's what I'll say. But apart from
alright,
that,
Twitter. You were talking about Twitter.
yep, my Twitter is at red. It's all redgunnerguy. I'm not one of those guys with like 4 or 5 names. Like
That's
some of us. Yep, that's all for me.
And I am Steelmold, still like the metal mold, like the thing you put the metal in so that it retains its shape when it cools down. Very simple. You can find me at steel_mold on Twitter. That's steel_mold. Very, very simple stuff. Hold on, I'm following you in. I'm making sure I'm following you on Twitter. There we go. And yeah, and we will be back. I think, well, tomorrow we don't have GPO. Gotta remember that because of the ANZ qualifying Masters thingy, DreamHack Masters somewhere late. I don't know about the timings of things.
It'll be on tomorrow.
Yeah, it'll be on tomorrow, but Grand Platypus will be delayed for until
Later.
until a time. We'll be back
Platypus Open
What?
will be back soon.
soon. TM, yeah, we'll be back soon. TM. No, actually, Kuro posted a date exactly. I just don't remember it.
This is why you should follow the CranKy Ducklings Twitter. It's all there.
Okay, GPO returns in July 4th, on the 4th of July, with fireworks and everything.
Freedom Day, I guess we'll call it.
America. I'm gonna see Liberators a lot. Yeah, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure what we are casting and what we're not. But we are casting some of the DreamHack Masters qualifiers and whatnot stuff.
And watching, you should follow the channel.
And we do have Latin America. The DreamHack Masters Summer Latin America qualifier number 2 tonight. It's in 7.5 hours. That's right, 7.5 hours. It will be casted by, I believe, Yoda Slim and Light VIP. They usually cast those late night things. Well, late night for me, not for them. Yeah, so check out our Patreon. Join us on Discord. Come and hang out with us. It's a lot of fun. It's a very active Discord. You won't be disappointed. Follow us all right here on CranKy Ducklings if you want to get notifications and stuff. Subscribe to us if you want some extra benefits, like replays, like subscriber-only channel on Discord, and just hanging out with us and playing team gaming with us and stuff. Yeah, and we shall leave you for this wonderful weekend.
Yep. I also like to
Enjoy.
thank the CranKy Ducklings for having me on.
Yeah,
You guys are good.
A lot of fun. It was a lot of fun having you on. Thank you for stepping up. Yeah, enjoy the game, play the game, get good at the game. I won't,
Good.
because I don't play this stupid game. It's awful. I hate it. Get good and prosper, and we shall leave you with some shield battery ASMR. Goodbye.